Hi, I'm Agent Simon Servpro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're Servpro's first responders to your property's disaster. Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone. Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married 3-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite Servpro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call Servpro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman-Estvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman-Estvold. Find them online at Ackerman-Estvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman-Estvold. Find them at Ackerman-Estvold.com.
Good evening and welcome to Jim Hausler Gymnasium, where we have 2 basketball games tonight. We got a little bit of bonus basketball going on too. I'm Chuck Clairmont alongside Scott Woodmansee as we're in Jim Hausler Gymnasium, and we've got the Legacy Sabres and the Mandan Braves. The Sabre girls will be first on tap for us right after this JV game finishes, as the girls come in to rank number 3, 6-0, and the Mandan girls are 2-3. On the boys' side, Legacy's 5-2. Receiving votes against the Braves, where the Braves have moved up after the victory over number 1 Minot. They've moved up to number 2 in the latest poll, as we'll take a look at that coming up here. But I bring my broadcast partner, Scott Woodmansee. Scott, I know this as this game's just finishing up, people starting to come in, and there's the calm now. We just had the storm in the setup, and now there's the calm, and now the game's getting ready.
Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, that was the storm. But, yeah, you know, hey, it's another good West Region matchup tonight. You know, the Mandan Braves certainly, I mean, it feels like it's been 3 years since I saw Mandan play. I mean, I did them the start of the year against West Fargo Cheyenne, and obviously, certainly, as you mentioned the other night, the elephant in the room, but a different basketball team back then at the start of the year. But, you know, they came out, they gave Minot had some trouble with them, and so certainly, you know, we'll get into it later, but we've been told things may have changed across the river, but nonetheless, and Legacy, you know, I mean, they're always tough in this place. You know, they just got a big win against Minot High, so certainly it sets up to be an interesting matchup here tonight. Yeah, we'll get into the Mandan situation, but thanks for joining us. We are in the Shields pregame. Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions from fishing to fashion. Shields is dedicated to offering you the best retail experience. Shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Bismarck and of Minot. So the teams are just kind of getting ready to warm up, and we do see the Minot or the Mandan team underneath. And let's kind of get right into that, Scott, as we kind of talk about these two teams. One of the big pieces on the Mandan side for Mandan is McKenna Johnson, and McKenna Johnson had left the team earlier, and our understanding is she's back in the team, which is awesome for basketball and is awesome for her. And we don't want to get too much into it, but you got a little bit of insight. Yeah, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, that's been the story for the past couple of weeks, you know, ending 22 and into 23. And information that was passed on to us today was that a meeting took place over in Mandan with the appropriate parties. And from what we've been told is that she is back with the team. Now the question is, will she play tonight? And obviously I don't think so. As now we answer that question on our own. Is she's down there in street clothes, so she will not play. But I think more importantly, Chuck, it's good that she's back with the team. And hopefully they've got things resolved. And I guess, you know, it's a situation that you could sit and talk about for, I don't know, 40 minutes, 45, maybe an hour. But and I got to believe, you hope. I mean, and this was a team, you know, when I saw them against West Fargo Cheyenne, granted, first game of the year for both those two teams, they had a nice makeup. I mean, they really did with her in the lineup. And so certainly some other girls have got some playing time, so we'll see. Maybe that'll benefit them as they move into tournament time in the end of February. Yeah, we'll take our first break. We can come back. We'll talk about the standings and the polls, and then take another break, and then get into the actual each team in a little bit more detail. So right now it's the Mandan Braves, the Legacy Sabres. We're at Jim Hausler Gymnasium. When we come back, we will check into the standings and the polls. You're listening to high school basketball on the PSP Network.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men.
Welcome back to the Shields pregame as Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions from fishing to fashion. They're dedicated to offering you the best retail experience. Between you and I, we keep them in business, I think, big fella. You with shoes, you've got more shoes than I think my wife does.
Well, hey, I got to tell you, though, I mean, in the industry I'm in, it's a little easier to get them different ways now.
Good point.
I was just down there this last week, so
there you go.
I had a gift card over the holidays. So, you know, heaven forbid you leave that gift card sit around until June or July.
It gets too hot. It's hot. You got to spend it, right?
You start smoking the cheeks a little bit with that thing, so you might as well just go do something about it. That's exactly what I did. But yeah.
So Shields pregame, and let's take a look at this. We kind of touched on the poll. So the latest poll came out, I think, on Wednesday, and on the girls' side, it has Century number 1 now, Minot number 2, Legacy number 3, Red River 4, and West Fargo 5. Now, Minot has since lost. Last night, they lost to Red River.
And they lost handily.
Right, exactly.
The Red River. And so I'm guessing, you know, I mean, what's going to happen here now if Legacy gets a win here and, you know, with the Red River win over Minot, I mean, does Legacy jump to 2, Red River go to 3, and Minot drop to 4? I mean, certainly. I mean,
surely could.
That's the way you got to look at it based on the outcome of it. But yeah, a surprising loss. You know, Jocelyn Schiller from Red River.
She's really good.
She's got it going on right now. I think she jumped 45 or something.
43 the other night.
43 the other night on somebody. So
yeah, so she's solid.
She's got it going right now. So big win there for Grand Forks Red River.
Yeah.
Tough loss for Minot.
And the boys' side, Scott will look at that too, but it's Century, Mandan, Minot, Davies, and Red River. So as we look at the standings, actually, for the girls' standings, so boy, that's small for me. So Legacy's coming in. These girls are 6-0, 6-0 in the West Region, 6-0 overall. Century's number 2, although they're undefeated in the West Region as well. Minot 5-1 in the region. Bismarck 5-1 as they just lost to Century on Tuesday. Then Dickinson is at 3-3. Then it comes St. Mary's, Jamestown, Mandan sitting down here. Mandan does not have a victory yet. They're 0-2 in the West Region to go along with Watford City, Turtle Mountain, and Williston. So, you know, and we're not even through the first round, Scott. There's so many things that can happen. How many times have we seen a team, you know, get 1 or 2 wins the first round and they just roll the table in the second round? They start, people get healthy, they get their legs underneath them, they get, you know, different offenses put in. So the first round, it means something, but it surely doesn't mean if you finish low and through the first 9 games, it doesn't mean you're out.
Yeah, there's not a boys or girls basketball coach in the state of North Dakota that's going to tell you they want to be playing their best basketball this time of the year. I mean, we all know that. We've heard it. We've heard it several times. We hear it year in and year out. And that's true. I mean, this is kind of you go through the first round and then all of a sudden, okay, you know, you're sizing everybody up and you see what everybody's got. And like you said, Chuck, the other thing is, you know, hopefully teams are getting healthier then. And then you play it out and then you get into the West Region tournament. And, boy, it's a brand new season because we've seen a lot of crazy things happen in that thing. And flip it up. And, yeah, you can say Minot and Century probably are the 2 teams that come out of here. Who's 3 and 4? I don't know. I mean, but Minot Century not guaranteed to be the top 2 in the girls' side the way things have gone. So this Legacy team impressed the heck out of me the other day against Minot High. So and they're tough in their own gym. So hey, like it is each and every year, Chuck. It's wild, it's wacky, it's WDA.
Yeah, and Legacy, you mentioned a huge win over Minot last week on the 31st. They won 73-72 as they got some huge free throws from Alyssa Eckroth after a missed end one for Minot, and then Alyssa goes down. They get fouled, and she makes 2 free throws late in the basketball game. So pretty impressive victory for Legacy right there as they're sitting atop this West Region at 6-0. And other teams I got to make up too because there's some games with the snow and everything else that they haven't got a chance to play. So you can understand why some teams have only played 2 games in the West Region, and some teams have played 6. For that matter. So Legacy sitting atop at 6-0 and Mandan sitting at 0-2. So I wouldn't tell you that means this game's going to be terribly lopsided because when you look at Mandan, they played a very strong basketball game against Minot on Tuesday.
Yeah, they did. And, you know, I watched part of that, watched you guys call that one, and I was impressed. I mean, again, this is a team where Minot High has gone through some turmoil early in the season. And I guess if you're going to have turmoil, you probably want it earlier than later. And hopefully now, they've got things settled in. And like I said earlier, Chuck, is that they've given some other girls the opportunity to experience the varsity floor.
Yep.
And when you do that, all you're doing there is you're building some depth and you're building some experience for these kids to help you take that next step into that postseason, into the state tournament. So certainly, yeah. Is there a favorite? Sure, there's a favorite, but certainly do not count Mandan out of this basketball game.
Yeah. So let's take another timeout, a pregame timeout, a Shields pregame sponsor timeout, and as well as a Hub International Insurance timeout. Hub is the leading North American insurance brokerage. Call Hub Insurance today for all of your personal and business needs. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll actually talk about each of these teams and break them down individually. You're listening to PSP Network in high school basketball.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Here we go, where they get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 seconds, 1 second. Doppler rises, right wing, 3, bingo! Oh! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer! Oh! Are you kidding me? He turns, he fires, and he buries it!
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Welcome back to the Shields pregame. Chuck Clairmont, Scott Woodmansee.
Hey, man. Hey.
John Haugen, our camera operator, and Brandon Beater and Nick Holberg helping us out back at the studio.
Hey, I tell you what, one of the best technical crews in the state. But I got to give a shout out to the PSP Network has officially entered the Bayou down in New Orleans as former baseball guy you played with and old Legion coach Wayne Horner.
Wow.
Tuning in down in the Bayou down in New Orleans. So the PSP Network
aboard.
has stretched into the Bayou down in New Orleans.
Louisiana, Nolans, Scotty. I have some people that I work with that are from New Orleans, and I call it New Orleans, and she's like, no.
Not Nolans.
Nolans. Okay, whatever. This is North Dakota verbiage of how it is. So welcome there, Wayne. Hopefully you listen to us a lot more in the PSP Network. Fans, if you're just joining us too, go out to the pspnetwork.com. You can check it out there. There's also some old games too. It's kind of nice that you don't have to watch us live. You can watch us later on tonight, and we hope we get a lot of people joining into us today.
We're there 24/7.
You can watch us 24/7. It is.
Huh?
It absolutely is.
Oh boy!
I'm so. As we're getting ready for this basketball game, we'll look at these two teams. Legacy Sabres, as we mentioned, number 3 in the state of North Dakota, 6-0 coming into it. Mandan 2-3 and 0-2 in the conference. And let's first take a look at Mandan, Scott, as we talked to him a little bit about Mandan. But to me, this Mandan team, it's now Jaden Weiss. She has stepped up. She was injured last year, and she has stepped up. And boy, has she shown how good of a basketball player she is, coming in at 13 points a game. But really, it's kind of this floor leader that Jaden Weiss is.
Well, you know, and you look at it too, Chuck. You go back to that opening non-conference game of the year. I mean, she gets on the floor, and you always wonder how somebody's going to react when they come back from an injury like she came back from it. But I'll tell you what, she got on the floor and she looked like nothing ever happened. I mean, she was going 100 miles an hour and doing the things that she does well, and certainly a big addition back to this ball club. And she's a general. She's the floor leader. She's got some pieces around her too that have some experience from last year. So certainly, I really like the way she plays, and she's hard-nosed. She gets after you. And similar like the way her brothers played. And so certainly, a big piece of the pie for the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, and that's not all. They got, of course, Harper Harris, sister Kennedy, and Piper is, I think she's going to get better and better, and it's kind of let the game slow down for her a little bit. She's just a sophomore, averaging 5 points and 6 rebounds, but I see her getting better as the season goes forward. And then they're going to need some good minutes out of Emma Bogner, and Danny Hale until McKenna Johnson comes back in the lineup, because they're the strength right now, the bigs inside. Hale's a little undersized at 5'7", so it's going to take those two to step up. But I also like off the bench, Scott, as they have now Maya Sheldon coming off the bench. And this other freshman, Sarah Helderop, she really has played very well off the bench, as has Savannah Gustafson. And another freshman, Kimmy McAllister. So, I mean, they've got some people in this Mandan team that I think they just need time.
Yeah, and Chuck, I mean, is it fair to say that this might be probably one of the youngest Mandan girls teams we've seen in a long time, based on how the roster lays out? And certainly so, and it's good to see that, head coach Sean Henderson has given these young gals some run. McAllister didn't get any run when I covered him, and so I'm anxious to see some of these players that have had to step in and play these roles and fill the hole, when McKenna Johnson left the team. And so certainly excited to watch that here tonight for the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, so we take a look at the Legacy Sabres as they come in absolutely on a roll. 6-0, we mentioned. They had defeated Minot when Minot were, the defending state champs, undefeated. And what can you say about Legacy other than, to me, they are streak busters, Scott? When you look at them, the streaks that they've stopped between Century and Shanley, pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, certainly. And again, having to cover that on New Year's Eve, that game against Minot, Chuck, and I'll tell you what, I was really, really, really impressed with Brooklyn Felkley, the way she played. I mean, yeah, she had a lot of points, but she just does things in the paint and makes things so difficult for other teams. And she's only a sophomore, and boy, her future is bright. And you know what? I think that for Legacy, sometimes they can have a tendency maybe to get a little too bouncy, out on the perimeter, things like that. Felkley has to touch the ball in the offensive set. I mean, she just makes such a difference, and people know it, and people are guarding her and double teaming her, and that's just going to free things up for everybody else.
Felkley averaging 16 points and 10 rebounds, and having a number 2 there with Alyssa Eckroth, dominant, one of those all-state, surely all WDA candidates coming for the Legacy Sabres. Unofficial visits. She's been in Northern State and in Wyoming. She's got a U of Mary offer. I don't think she's committed to there yet or not. But ultimately, Alyssa Eckroth, she's shown that she is one of those seniors that really is a leader in this basketball team. But I show a key to the game tonight, Scott, is as I take a look at these two teams and what the keys might be potentially. And one of them to me, as you mentioned, Felkley, with McKenna Johnson not in the lineup tonight for Mandan, who is going to match up against Felkley? Because to me, she was a difference maker against Minot.
Yeah, there's no question about it. And the other person who was a difference maker, didn't have a good first half against Minot, was Addison Sagasser. She's got 13 in her last 2 games. Now, I wouldn't say the shooting percentage has been real high for Addison, but nonetheless, it's one of those things that if you get it inside to Felkley, Sagasser's a good three-point shooter. I mean, she's got, what does she got? She's got 13 threes right now on the season, 13 for 45, and she can knock it out. She had a big second half for Minot, or for Legacy in that Minot game, and I really thought she was a key in that second half as well as Felkley was. Yeah, Eckroth played a good game, hit 2 big threes. But I'll tell you what, if you can get those 3 right there, Sagasser, Eckroth, and Felkley all on the same page, look out. And then you throw in Berryhill, Solinsky, as you mentioned, Chuck. Yep. Look out. I mean, this team, hey, don't sleep on the Sabres.
No. Hey, and one thing we know with Legacy does, they play defense.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they get out and they play hard. And Coach Petrick, we always say that he is a difference maker himself, as Coach Petrick in his 7th year here with the Sabres. And ultimately, they've made 7 straight state tournament appearances. And yes, he's had good teams, but those of us in the media recognize that a lot of it has to do with how good of a coach Jim Petrick is.
Hey, when you got 10 girls, Chuck, that can play for you, that it makes things easier to play defense as tough as they play defense. And he's going to play 10. There's no question about it. We saw it against Minot, but yeah, and the 10 he has, getting the right rotations, and whatever those rotations were that he had against Minot, I'm sure he's trying to recreate that here tonight against the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, absolutely. Fans, again, today this game's brought to you by our Shields pregame sponsor. Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your fishing, all your passions from fishing to fashion. Shields is dedicated to offering you the best retail experience. Shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Getting ready for the national anthem, and then we'll get our game going. Fans, tonight's game's also brought to you by Planet Pizza. They've been proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years with the largest laser tag playground in the region. Mouth-watering pizza online at RogerWardMovingAndStorage.com to schedule I just combined Planet Pizza and Roger Ward Moving and Storage. How about that? As this is a military night here at Legacy, so appreciate that. We're going to respect that too. We will take now our last pregame timeout as you're listening to high school basketball on the PSP Network.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Great job, the national anthem. We did not get her name. We'll track that down for you. It's always impressive when somebody gets out and sings a cappella, something you or I cannot do, Scott. Not even in the shower, big fella.
No, don't ask.
Nobody wants to listen to you and I.
No.
So as we take a look at the starting lineups tonight for these two teams, first we'll take a look at the visitors on the scoreboard, the Mandan Braves. The Mandan Braves will start like this. They will go with one guard. Will be Jaden Weiss. She's a 5'7" junior. Haley Markle will be the other guard at 5'9" and a junior. Harper Harris. They kind of, we'll call our guards. The third guard will be Harper Harris. She's 5'10" and a sophomore. And then the two bigs inside will be Danny Hale, 5'7" senior, and Emma Bogner, a 5'11" junior. So a senior, two juniors, and a sophomore in this Mandan Brave lineup. They're coached by Sean Henderson in his third year. For the Legacy Sabres on the other side, Legacy will wear their home whites. Jim Petrick coaches them. He's in their 7th year, and they will go this way. Addison Segesser, she's a senior at 5'8". She will be one guard. The other guard will be Mia Berryhill. She's 5'7" and a junior. Alyssa Eckroth will be one of the forwards, 6'1" and a senior. Aaliyah Solinsky will be another forward at 5'9" and a senior. Then Brooklyn Felkley, we talked a lot about her, double-double. She's averaging in the season 16 points and 10 rebounds. She's 6'3" and a sophomore. So Segesser, Eckroth, Berryhill, Felkley, and Solinsky for the Sabres, and Wiest, Markle, Harris, Hale, and Bogner for the Legacy Sabres. Scotty, before we get this last tip, any last thoughts on this basketball game?
Yeah, I'm just listening to that little sweet George Brown going on down here, Chuck. And then
she's brought back some chills for you, didn't it?
Yeah, listen to the starting lineups and had them all confused there. But nonetheless, the Mandan Braves have been introduced, and getting a pretty decent crowd on hand tonight. Other basketball going on. Century up at St. Mary's to take on the Saints. So, yeah, it's... Boy, I tell you what, man, it's strapping on, because it is full tilt here from now until March.
You got that right. Other games you mentioned that, Scott, is Turtle Mountain will take on Watford City. Whittleson will take on Jamestown. Wilson will take on Jamestown, and then Century plays St. Mary's tonight. We'll see if we can't effort some scores on those tonight. All right, let's get some stuff set up.
It's military night here too,
yeah,
Chuck.
we talked about that. I mentioned that. But yeah, I love the unis. Every year they kind of get, sometimes they reuse them. These look like they're new ones. And they fit the Legacy Sabre colors, right? You know, one thing we're excited to do tonight is you probably get a little bit more cheerleading action tonight. Is our cameraman John Haugen. We got his son Colby. He's one of the cheerleaders, so we always love it that, hey, cheerleading is a sport as well, and anybody who knows anything about cheerleading knows how much time they put into it. So you're going to get some, when you got a cameraman that is gifted as John is, we're going to get a chance to see a little bit of everything tonight. So keep an eye on that one. And we are about ready for tip. I don't recognize any of the officials, Scott. That's probably a good thing, right?
Well, I know there's a Kleingen right here.
Oh, absolutely.
There's one here.
Well, we know one guy we can give a hard time to.
Yeah, I should know the other two. You know, it's interesting. I got to tell you, it's fun to do a game with Joe Cattell, because when you're doing a game with Joe Cattell, he's got another set. He's got a thread with all these officials who are listed and everything like that. So,
yeah, he's talking official stuff the whole game.
I said, don't think we're going to let up on the officials.
Yeah, no doubt. So it's Felkley tipping against Haley Markle, as Felkley gets the tip, as Legacy goes left to right on, as you're watching here, is Mia Berryhill. It's a man-to-man defense for the Sabres out wide of the pink shoes, and that's Alyssa Eckroth, and she's guarded by Markle, almost a double dribble. Instead, back out to Solinsky. Solinsky over to the baseline, jump shot by Felkley, and she hits her first shot of the game.
Well, she can step out and shoot it too, but I tell you what, twice in that set, she had Bogner pinned on the block, and they didn't give it to her.
Full court pressure for Legacy as they try to trap in the front court. Wiest kicks it outside to Markle, wide open from the left wing, just off the front of the rim and in and out, but good hustle by Harper Harris as she tracks it down. Wiest, a little jump stop. Kick out to Hale. Hale down the lane, left-handed scoop to the hoop, no good. Rebound by Felkley, and they're going to push. Berryhill slows it up now. Lets Felkley catch up. On that left side to Eckroth. Well, those pink shoes really stand out, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do.
Pulls up from the free throw line and buries a 16-footer.
Just good recognition there by Eckroth as their defender fell down, and when she did, she just rose up and buried that 15-footer.
4-0 Legacy leads in the first two possessions. Just started here. That's a deep three by Wiest. She has no boundaries when she pulls the trigger, and that goes long. Quick push. Segesser doesn't take the three-point attempt, but skips it to Solinsky. Now way outside for Eckroth, and the air conditioning's on as that one was a little bit short, Scotty. She's got a smile on her face, though.
Yeah, a little too quick, I thought, there in that action. They had one reversal there, and again, you know, that's twice down the floor. Felkley calling for it, asking for it in the block, and they've yet to get it into her.
That's going to be a turnover, really. You call it a forced error, Scott, but really there wasn't a lot of pressure on that, too. No. That kind of just a man-to-man full court pressure defense.
Yeah, as that time Anna Lyles just threw that into a spot where nobody was, and Wiest didn't know she was going to throw it there, and they turn it over.
Inside to Felkley, she looks at drops up. She's going to be double teamed immediately. Turnover, Wiest follows that one. For that turnover, then there's going to be a foul as Solinsky was trying to stop the ball pressure. She'll pick up the first personal foul. If you joined us, just getting underway here. 16 minutes left here in the first half. Sabres lead the Braves 4-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Chuck Clairmont and Scott Woodmansee with the call for you today. Mandan in these black uniforms. Man-to-man defense. Legacy will pretty much stay in that one the whole game. Wild shot by Markle going down the right side. That's no good. Felkley, another rebound for her, and Eckroth just slows it down. The ever-present Jim Petrick standing up on the sideline.
I don't think he sits down much.
I don't think so. He gets good steps in, I think, in the basketball games. Skip pass over that left to Berryhill. Berryhill just a catch and shoot and crotched it on that short side, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Ooh, they're going to say it's out of bounds on Eckroth, as Mandan will get possession.
You know, and watching Mandan, Chuck, defensively, boy, I tell you what, they're really working hard and they're not giving Legacy anything. So good job that, you know, good help defense down low on the block a couple possessions ago. So credit to Mandan, they're really going.
They do a good job breaking that pressure. Wiest now has it. She's guarded by Solinsky. High-low pick and roll from Bogner. Nothing doing there. Hale now outside with Segas regarding her. Another pick and roll. Tip pass by Felkley. Couldn't get it over her. And here comes Solinsky on the push. Almost a travel. No foul. Then Berryhill with the rebound put back. No good. Now it's Felkley with the rebound attempt. She's got 4.
You know, and the one thing about Felkley, she's so smart in there. She's one of the few posts and girls that you see utilize the backboard like she does.
Yeah, that's a good point, Scotty. As down that right side is Wiest, but good hands by Berryhill. She steals it away, and they're going to push. Good running the floor with Felkley, and Felkley gets the dish from Sagasser. That's going to be a timeout. Coach Henderson doesn't like it. Going to be a short timeout. We will take a short timeout, too, with the Sabres leading the Braves 8-0, 14-32 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Back after that short timeout as the Sabres lead the Braves 8-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 14:30 to go in here in this first half. As out of the timeout, it's a turnover and a 1-2-2 press. That's not what Coach Sean Henderson was looking for.
No.
Third turnover for the Braves.
Brendel in the ball game now too, Chuck, for Legacy.
Okay, thank you. Brooklyn Brendel. Nice shot inside by Mia Berryhill. She had 2 girls surrounding her, but was able to get the 8-foot teardrop to go.
Well, a 10-0 run to start the game, and that's, if you're the Sabre fan, that's what you like to see. Mandan in dire need of something to go through the hoop.
Handoff to Harper Harris as she goes down the right side. That's a wild-looking shot. Another rebound by Felkley, and she immediately looks for Brendel on the outside over the corner to Sagasser. Catch and shoot for 3. Oh. Ring it up. Addison Sagasser.
Yeah,
13-0.
Sorry, Chuck. She's so good in that transition, and she just caught it and let it go right away. Didn't need a bounce. Didn't put it on the floor. Then she gets called for a foul.
Yeah, now they give you a reach-in on Sagasser. And you mentioned that in the pregame, Scott, where you talked about Sagasser and her shooting, how important that is for this team in terms of outside.
Well, yeah, and it just makes things so much. I mean, she can make a living out there if they. Again, I'll keep emphasizing it. Get it inside to Felkley. Give her a touch. They're going to double. They're going to double. We saw it early in the and started this one, and that's what they got to do. Free things up for Sagasser.
So now we have Donauer, McPherson, and Hallie Severson checked in for Legacy. The ball on the floor as Weiss tried to drive to the middle. Nothing doing there. Markle's going to be stopped by Aaliyah McPherson. Skipped it over to, okay, let's see, Maya Sheldon.
Yep,
on Mandan as she checked in.
That foul went on
12. Scotty.
Severson.
Hallie Severson, the 5'9" junior. A long shot by Markle. Going to be rebounded on the weak side by Eckroth. Get a little stronger on that one as she got the ball just ripped out of her hands from Weiss.
Well, and we talk about, I mentioned how Mandan I thought was playing good defense. Right now, they're not getting beat in the half court. They're getting beat in the full court. But Legacy, wow, they've been tenacious in this early going as well.
As you mentioned, Anna Lyles in the game for Mandan.
Ashley Coutts in there too, Chuck, for Legacy.
Okay, perfect, as Legacy's got 10 in there already. Down the lane is Markle, and she misses it, and good hustle inside by Coutts. As you mentioned, she just checked into the basketball game. Coutts is a 5'8" senior, and she's going to draw the foul.
And they're going to get Markle with a foul. I think I called her Anna Lyles earlier. That was just a miscue on my part, as I apparently didn't read the number correctly.
Inside is McPherson now to Severson. Good dribble drive by Donauer, but she loses the basketball and throws it to nobody. But I think they're going to say Brave tipped it.
No. Yeah, there they go. Okay.
Yeah, the official helped out from the weak side as Markle will come out now. And
now Anna Lyles checks in, I think.
She was in, and Kimmy McAllister is now in for Mandan.
All right,
that's all right.
We'll get it right.
Yeah, they all got dark hair on the Mandan side, so we'll get pass off the dribble is Donauer. Now to Coutts. Good skip pass all the way over to the pink-shoed Alyssa Eckroth. Shot clock winding down outside. Looked like a travel by Severson. They didn't get the first one, Scott, but they got the second one.
Yeah, they did. That's exactly
I got to come up with something. You got the suitcase violation. TD has the shuffle the puppies. I got to look some up. Something that comes. Obviously, won't be original.
I'll try and help you out with that. I'll see if I can come up with something for you.
The second turnover for the Sabres. Sheldon over to Kimmy McAllister. McAllister now hands off to Lyles. Weiss is just looking. Trying to get a basket. Nice drop step inside to Bogner. Bogner blocked from behind. Got to stay there. Little drop step. Looked like she traveled. Officials don't call it. Missed the inside shot, and a good bounce pass to Coutts, but Coutts did not have that diagonal cut, and the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, there was too much inglace on that bounce pass right there.
Yeah, a little top spin on that one, right?
It just ran away from Coutts there and goes out of bounds back to Mandan. Mandan needs a hoop, man.
Boy, 12 minutes left in this first half. The first 6 minutes, Mandan has not scored as the Sabres lead 13-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. As trying to get something going, this man-to-man pressure by Legacy has just been lethal. Sheldon, and they're 10 seconds, and they haven't even got close to even looking at the basket. Inside drive, shut off completely, almost stolen away, and then they're going to get a call.
Well, and that's
a foul on Coutts.
Sorry, Chuck, and that's been the only thing right now that's been Mandan. I mean, Legacy's got 4 team fouls already. Mandan with just 1.
That's what happens with that pressure defense they have, that the Sabres are just throwing at you. Barely got the ball inside the 5-second zone as the line is Weiss. Kimmy McAllister having a really good year, and then she just loses her footing, falls down, and gets the ball stolen away. Back the other way, 2-on-1 break. Nice right-handed finish by Aaliyah McPherson.
Great job of running the court there by McPherson, and a better find there by the Sabres.
Back the other way we come with this 15-0 run now. Inside, handoff to Bogner. Bogner tries a drop step, but who's right there is Felkley. That's not going to go nowhere. Weiss now has it. Trying to get it inside to Bogner. Bogner wants the basketball. She gets it. Goes against Felkley. Double teamed inside. And a nice turn and move to the hoop. Going to call a reach in on the backside, Scott? No, they're going to call a little body action by Brooklyn Felkley. So 10 minutes and 50 seconds in the first half. So almost 8 minutes, and finally on the hoop. So 10 minutes and 50 seconds is when they finally score. Sometimes that's all you need. You get one score and the floodgates can open. That's what Mandan's opening.
Yeah, at the 10:55 mark, they get their first point.
So 15-0 run.
She
and
misses
the second. Yep. Quickly down the other end, and a quick return to Segesser. Dropping down the middle on the trail is Felkley. Felkley leans back in. That was a tough shot made hard by Bogner. Mandan's pushing behind the back by Wiest. So good off the bounce. Skips it outside to Sarah Helderop, who's in the basketball game here now for Mandan, and then Helderop throws it to nobody.
Yeah.
Turnover Mandan, that's 5.
Well, then you got Eckroth and you got Segesser, and not, they're long. They're long and they're athletic. And that just makes it hard for Mandan right now to get anything, make any passes into the post or do anything right now, as they got to find a quick fix for that.
Stepping outside is Brendel. She misses a three-point attempt, but a good rebound inside by Felkley as she battles against new, just checked in the game, Maddie Schwind. Felkley, 6 points now to lead all scorers. Trying to get it across the timeline is Mandan, but they're going to be double teaming the corner. Is Sarah Helderop.
Jeez.
Skip pass outside, wide open look now for Wiest. Can't get that to go, and Solinsky in a good rebound and a little reach in for Mandan. Going to be a fight in the floor.
Letting them play in the backcourt a little bit there.
They're going to be a 30-second timeout with Coach Petrick. Will take a Hub International Insurance timeout with the Sabres leading the Braves 17-1.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Back at the Jim Hausler Gymnasium, where Legacy is in blitzing right now. The Mandan Braves are up 17-1. A fan tonight's game is brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. Is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. Pressure in the front court by Wiest on Berry Hill. She gets it easy. Felkley wants it bad inside. They won't give it to her. Brendel now goes inside. Berry Hill has it. Good crossover dribble. Step back from 15 off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Sheldon from Mandan. Turn the other way. Yeah, Felkley.
She's going, what more do I got to do?
And then there's Felkley with a block. She said, okay, I'm going to do it all. I'm going to block it. I'm going to bust my butt down the other end. He only got 5 seconds across the timeline. Still hasn't crossed. Ooh, boy, just crossed. Coach Petrick is screaming at her. That was Berryhill, Mia Berryhill. Felkley again has Bogner stuck inside. They won't get her. Schwint. They didn't give it to her. Oh, nice pocket pass inside, but going to be tipped away from behind by Wiest. 4th turnover for the Sabres. 17-1 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sabres have been dominant in this basketball game. Good dribble drive inside by Sheldon, Scotty. That was a nice take.
Yeah, it certainly was, and I think that's exactly what you got to do. You got to try to, they're making it tough for you to get any open looks, any shots, and you just got to, all right, so let's go to the basket and try to create something, make something happen. That's exactly what Sheldon did.
Foul's going to be on Mia Berryhill. As to the line is Maya Sheldon. She gets her first one. Hey, fans, tonight's games are brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Make sure to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Second free throw by Sheldon. That's no good. So 2.
That was a good rebound there by McAllister. And then she found Sheldon cutting on the backside. So they got their first first field goal of.
Should be 4, is
yeah,
not?
It should be
17-4. Yeah, and Iniani over for Berryhill, and then Brendel on the weak side has a good box out by Sheldon. Now, I was wondering if Hallie Severson checks back in the game. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I got these backwards. I got my things on backwards here, so it's Savannah Gustafson just checked in. We were talking about her when she was going to come in for Mandan.
And now Mandan's going to shoot the bonus the rest of the way out. That's the 7th team foul on Legacy. And I've only got him for 6 on my sheet.
Yeah, 8:16 to go, so we're past the halfway mark as it's 17-4. They got that right now as and they missed the front end of the bonus. That's Sheldon. She's 1 of 3 now from the free throw line. Eckroth back in the game, drives hard down the lane. Gets the ball back now, looking for a drop step. Double team there. Boy, Felkley, her game has improved so much from last year. Mandan, tough man-to-man, forcing that shot clock down to 8 seconds now. Berryhill going nowhere. I don't know what the official's saying. With 5 seconds, he stopped.
So he thought Coach Petrick called the timeout, but he didn't.
So they're going to put a couple seconds in the.
Well, they should. They should put about
at least 2.
Yeah, they should set it to 7 is what they should do.
They do not. So it'll be a play on the timeout on that out of bounds play. Oh, wide open on the left side. Why she didn't take it? 2 seconds. Throws up a wild left-hander, no good. Rebounded by Gustafson for Mandan.
Well, she looks just like her sister, doesn't she?
She does. Outside now for Helderop for Mandan. Just grinding man-to-man defense for the Legacy. Everything Mandan gets, even a shot, is earned. Markle almost drags that pivot foot. Now she has it back, turns in the lane. There she gets the roll as Allie Markle with the 2-point basket.
Well, she got help there because she was stopped, and then a Legacy Sabre knocked it away. She got her dribble back and turned and scored it. Heads up play there by Markle.
Haley Markle.
Oh, yep.
Now they're going to call they call a legal screen?
Nope, they called the travel on Sagasser.
Oh, it was a travel. I looked down briefly. So Legacy hasn't taken care of the ball very well this first half either. They got 5 turnovers. 17-6 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's been kind of a UGLY type basketball game right now this first half. Markle inside. She's hot, Scotty. Nope, can't get 2 in a row.
Yeah, sorry, man. Since that 10:55 mark, Mandan's outscored them 5-2.
There you go, a good timeout, right? Inside is Eckroth. Back out to Dunauer. Not a Severson. Oh, tried to dump it inside to Eckroth, and nice help on the high end by Lyles. And they're going to call a foul on Lyles, say that she tapped her on the back of that palm, I think. First foul for her, the second team foul. So Mandan's been playing defense without fouling, but the first 10 minutes of the game, they didn't play very good defense. Good job getting the ball inside to Felkley, and a drop step move for her.
How good is that move right there? She got it. She knew exactly where she was. Drop steps, turns, and with the kiss for Felkley, give her 10. She's 12 in the first half.
She's been working with somebody. You can clearly tell in that footwork side. That is impressive. Wiest hounded by Gustafson, or excuse me, by Severson. Markle hands off to Gustafson down the lane. Good defense by Sagasser. Then the ball was just thrown away, but it was thrown away because they're going to say Bogner got a piece of Dunauer. Checking in the basketball game now is Aaliyah McPherson as Sagasser will go back out. 19-6 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard as the game started out 15-0 run in the first 8 minutes of this basketball game, or 7 minutes before Mandan finally scored, but they've got themselves back in the game a little bit. Good spin move, hesitation now by Eckroth. Wide open look inside by Dunauer coming across the lane. Lyles rips the rebound down, and Gustafson slows it back down, and then she dribbles it off her foot.
Oh, yeah, and those things, those are the things you can't have happen. That was a good look there by Brendel, but she's just at the last. Brendel started to rise up. Felkley flashed wide open, but nonetheless, you can't discredit that shot by Brendel.
No, that was a good one. Inbound pass was supposed to be to Eckroth, went over her head, but good hustle by Severson as she tracks it down. Dunauer, a little bit of hesitation. Move now over to Severson. I was just inside the three-point line for Severson.
Good pass there. Good work there by Dunauer, too. Finding Severson, freed herself up in the wing, and she buried the 16-footer.
21-6. Legacy leads it. They're up 15. Outside is Markle for the three-point attempt. That's long. Another rebound by Felkley, and she sees running down that left side is McPherson. Nice dish over to the right side to Hallie Severson.
Wow, that's how you run a fast break right there. A little tic-tac-toe on the back end there for the Sabres.
Starts with the outlet by Felkley, and then another potential forced turnover here, as it is going to be a turnover as a jump ball's forced, and it's going to go with the arrow to Legacy. Hey fans, tonight's game is brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. We offer free consultations and financing options that make it easy to take your smile to the next level. Call 852-2646. 23-6, 17-point lead for the Sabres. 4:34 in a pretty fast first half.
Yeah.
Brendel to McPherson. Nice pass. Left-handed shot. And that side by Couts. Moving the basketball so well. Stuffed inside by Lyles.
Thou shalt not enter thy lane.
Good help coming across from the weak side by Lyles. Mandan, nothing doing there, and good help in the corner by McPherson. Hesitation dribble, now a handoff over to Harris, Harper Harris. Good pass inside to Bogner, and Bogner gets the layup.
Yeah, Bogner was able to free up, but as you said, Chuck, a great find and a great dish there by the Braves, and tack on 2 more for them.
23-8, Braves trail by 15. Now it's a turnover. 6 turnover for the Sabres. They try to push down the other way. Harris runs out to the 3-point line. Trail back between the legs now to Wiest. Hand off to Maya Sheldon. Little reach in. Now they're falling on the ground. She saves it, but saves it right to the Sabres. They got to run. Brooklyn Brendel, can she finish it with the left hand? Oh, blocked from behind by Harris, but that's going to be 2 free throws.
Yep, so Harris.
How about how Legacy runs the floor? They get those rebounds, they get out, they fill the lanes. They have got a number of runouts for Mandan. That's one thing Coach Henderson's going to have to talk about, is getting back on defense after those turnovers. We're at the Servpro red zone free throw line. Second free throw attempt is good. So was the first one by Brooklyn Brendel.
Berryhill comes back in now for Legacy, and sitting down will be, that's Donauer.
All right, thank you, sir. Legacy stays in that pressure. Easily broken now to Harper Harris on the right wing. That's short. Good box out on that side by Couts. And then Couts double dribbles. She was looking for, I think, McPherson filling the lane, but Lyles got in front of her. So turnover for the Sabres.
Yeah, you talked about the great box out on the long rebound too, and good defense coming back the other way, forced a turnover. And you know, you talk about seeing one go through the hoop. Mandan needs to see a 3 go through the hoop the way they like to shoot them.
They've been shooting them. There you go. Lyles, no, long rebound inside by Couts. Back the other way. 2:55 left in the first half. Inside to Felkley, and as soon as she gets it, man, she just drop steps immediately. You know, she shed some weight, and clearly see she's worked on her feet, Scott, because, man, great footwork by Felkley inside. She is an absolute college prospect.
Oh, yeah, though, and like you said, Chuck, the one thing she doesn't do, she doesn't wait. She gets it, and she's going to make her move. You know, and you see it, the longer she waits, the quicker that double team can come. But she gets it. She knows what she's going to do with it. The thing she does well, she keeps the ball high above her head.
Just a sophomore. Skip pass for Felkley to Eckroth. No good. Good box out by Maya Sheldon. Trail to Wiest. Looking inside. Good recovery by Legacy, getting back on defense. 2:35 in the first half. Harris goes to the baseline. Teardrop shot, no good. Felkley with another rebound. Out to Sagasser. Not a Berryhill. She slows it down, lets everybody get set up. Solinsky, we haven't heard her name. She's been out for a little bit. She's back in the game now. Felkley, dive down now, get the basketball, get it right to her, right? They're going to call a offensive foul on Sagasser. Good defense by Wiest.
And Chuck, you're exactly right. I was just going to bring that point. Felkley did a good job of getting it to the wing, and she dives right down on the block. Boom, give it right back to her.
Basketball.
And then and what happened? Then all of a sudden, now you're creating something. Now, if that person goes in doubles, back to Sagasser, boom, you got a 2-person game working on this side.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Petrick will talk about that as a three-point attempt is good and a nice skip pass from Wiest to Maya Sheldon.
Well, now if you're Mandan, you just want to focus this last 2 minutes, finish the half strong.
Yeah, down 4, get it inside to Felkley, and what does she do? Just a drop step for a score.
Yeah, and the hoop and the harm for Felkley, and again, another quick move, working on that low block. She scored it and created contact. Well, I just like the way this gal plays.
I cannot say enough about her. And just a sophomore, he got good touch right there as you see the N1 by Felkley, as that lead now is back up to 11 after the three-point, the natural three or the three-point attempt for Mandan was good. Back to the N1, ties it, or 3 for 3. Wiest out to Harris. Harris, not a Schwind. Check back in the game. Is that a shot?
Yeah, it's blocked by Felkley.
Okay. And Felkley's running the floor. They get it up to Felkley. Felkley runs the floor, and the right-handed layup is good.
Oh, have a first half, young lady.
Brooklyn Felkley. 1:21 left in this first half, and it can't get there quick enough for the Braves. If you're Braves.
She's got half of Legacy's points.
Now it's going to be forced jump basketball. This time Mandan will get to keep it. Markle will check in. Hey, Sheldon just hit a basket. She's like, wait a minute here. Hit her only 3 of the first half, Coach.
I made the first 3, and now you're going to put me on the bench? What's going on here?
Jordan Josart sitting on the bench with those bright yellow pants as she just got engaged. Scott over break. You know that? You talked about that.
Are you saying that's yellow?
What is that? Gold?
I don't know what
do you think that is?
I think that's gold.
I don't know. 3-pointer. Ooh, that's Iniani over for Harris. Ooh, good hustle down below by Wiest. But
that's the way she plays.
She does.
She just plays hard and doesn't quit.
Harris will come out. Danny Hale check back in. 1:04 left in the first half on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Stay tuned, fans, at halftime for our intermission with the premier chiropractic intermission. Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, Dr. Becky Perry-Domries. They can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. Here goes Alyssa Eckroth, the left-handed scoop, and rebound to Felkley. Doesn't get it. Doesn't get a rebound back, but she's going to be fouled from behind, I believe. And in disbelief is Maddie Schwint. You know she doesn't think she fouled when she turns and her mouth drops and her hands open up to the side. Like,
yep, that's exactly
look right at your coach. I would probably tend to agree. It looked like it was just a good defensive effort there. To the free throw line and the Servpro free throw line. No 3 bounces, no rolls. Felkley misses that one. But the only thing she hasn't made the first half. 39 seconds in the first half. Nice reverse layup inside. What a play by Maddie Schwinn.
Nifty move there by the freshman.
Back the other way is Mia Berryhill for the 2 off the glass. Could be the last possession as the shot clock's turned off, and then be a kick by Selinski. Both teams in the bonus, so if there is a foul the last 14 seconds, or 19, I guess, look a little lower.
Well, you mentioned the quick first half here.
Hasn't it flown? Mandan pushes it up. 11 seconds now in the first half. And turned away. They got a chance for a layup. Nice pass by Berryhill right to Hallie Severson.
She made the defense commit that time. She held on it just long enough where the defense had to make a decision, and that allowed Severson to break free the layup. And then we go to the break, Chuck. Good half there by the Sabres.
Yeah, we are at halftime, 34 to 13 on the Premier Chiropractic intermission break. Focus on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. We're at intermission, the Premier Chiropractic intermission break, with the Sabres leading the Braves on the Hub International Insurance timeout and the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Back after this timeout.
Ooh.
This way.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport clips. The pros in men's hair.
Back at the premier chiropractic intermission break, focus on improving the health of the Mandan and surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. That's the premier chiropractic. So Scott, we're at intermission with the Sabres leading the Braves 34-13 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, and that has been all Sabres in that first half. There was a little period where Mandan kind of went on what, like you said, 5-2-ish, kind of for maybe 4 minutes, but then a big finish by the Sabres again.
Yeah, that, you know, with that 10:55 mark, you know, that's when they got their first bucket and made it 15-1, and then, you know, they went on a 5-2 run there, and then after that, I mean, it was another run by the Legacy Sabres, but certainly that defense by Legacy in that first half just making things awfully difficult right now for Mandan to get any shots up. So I mean, it was all Legacy in that opening half, and Sean Henderson, he's got a lot of things to talk about in the locker room here at halftime.
Yeah, you take a look at Legacy giving up 52 points a game, and they're well on their way to be holding Mandan underneath that, as Mandan with just 13 points at the halftime. They got to figure out some offense, and we mentioned as one of the keys to the game is Felkley with McKenna Johnson not in there. There's no bigs, and right now Bogner and Schwint, as hard as I know they're playing hard, but man, Brooklyn Felkley is dominating inside tonight.
Well, I think, Chuck, if you had somebody walk into this gym in that first half who had no clue who Legacy was, had no clue who Brooklyn Felkley was, and you watch her play, and then you told the person that she's a sophomore, they wouldn't believe you. I mean, that's just the way she has played, and you talked about it in that first half, just how much her game has improved from last year to this year, and a force that she has become for this Legacy Sabre basketball team. And when you can have somebody like that can demand and can own things in the paint, and you got some shooters on the outside, boy, I tell you what, that's the makings of a state tournament basketball team right there.
Yeah, you got that right. As we're in the premier chiropractic intermission break, we will take a quick break. When we come back, we'll kind of show you what else is going on in the PSP world the rest of the week. At halftime, it's the Sabres over the Braves, 34-13. You're listening to high school basketball on the PSP network.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from...
Back at the Premier Chiropractic intermission break, where the Sabres lead the Braves 34-13. Scott, why don't you do the numbers, then when we finish the stats, we'll kind of talk about set up the rest of the week.
All right, first of all, for the Mandan Braves, not a lot of activity there in the scoring column with just 13 points at the half. Leading the way off the bench is Maya Sheldon with 6 points, the only three-pointer for the Braves in that opening half of play. Haley Markle with 2 points, Emma Bogner with 3, and Maddie Schwind off the bench with 2 for their total of 13. For the Sabres, well, a little bit more activity in that side of the scoring column. Leading the way was a 6'3 sophomore, Brooklyn Felkley, with 15 points, followed by Severson off the bench with 6, Segesser with 3, McPherson with 2, Brooklyn Brendel with 2, Eckroth with 2, and Berryhill with 4, and only 1 3 for the Sabres in that opening half. That was Addison Segesser for their halftime total of 34. 34-13 at the break, all Legacy in that first half.
All right, thanks, Scott. As one thing I want to show is the rest of the week here is there's still a few things left going on this week as we are into the Friday. Stay tuned after this game. We'll roll right into the Mandan and Legacy boys basketball game. Also going on tonight is BHS and Minot, the boys side. That's at 7:45 tonight. Nick Holberg, I think, has that call. And then tomorrow, Scott and I are squinting to try to see
these. It's the
Spruans.
Spruans, yeah. That's Fargo North and Fargo South.
Okay, so the Spruans will take on Minot High girls hockey at 1 o'clock, and then the girls basketball, as Minot girls, will take on the BHS girls at 4:30. And then there'll be boys hockey tomorrow night as Fargo Davies will take on the Minot Magicians. That's this week, and lots of activities. Take a look at that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We got something going every single day, Scott.
Albee had a good one up there on Tuesday night. Century and Minot in the hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Century winning that one overtime. TJ Olson gets his second game winner for the Century Patriots in overtime.
I saw the Vigs, the little thing he had with the two Vigs passing to each other on the power play,
yeah.
And those guys scored.
What a rebound for Mandan, or for Century too, losing 1-0 to Mandan, then they come back and go up and beat a team that's been on a roll. Might not beat them on their home ice, so good turnaround there for the Century boys hockey team.
All right, we'll take one more break and we come back. We'll have the second half for you. It's the Premier Chiropractic intermission. You're listening to high school basketball on the PSP Network.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Back at the Jim Hausler Gymnasium as we are just finishing up our Premier Chiropractic intermission report. Fans, stay tuned after this basketball game as we'll have the post-game show, the Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads post-game show. We'll have the Sport Clips player of the game, and we'll also have the Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. If it was as fast as it was the first half, man, this thing is lightning.
Yeah, you're right.
34-13, the Sabres. They will have the basketball to start the second half and a 21-point lead. Same starters as Eckroth dumps it inside to Felkley. Felkley just leans in and is going to get pushed from behind. I think it's going to be on Bogner.
No. They got Wiest for the foul.
Oh, they got Wiest. Wiest was in there double teaming, so Jaden Wiest, her first personal foul. Felkley's missed a few free throws now.
That's the only thing she hasn't done right tonight.
Yeah, she made her first one of the night at the end one. Struggling as she misses both free throws. Rebound by Harper Harris as Wiest will take it up the other side. Selinsky, this is the switch up top now on those. Tipped pass, going to be pulled down by Berryhill. Berryhill goes coast to coast, and she's going to be fouled by Wiest. So back-to-back possessions. Jaden Wiest gets fouls. And 2 free throws again will be shot this time by Mia Berryhill.
You know, I thought on that break there, Berryhill had Sagasar running right with her, right behind her, and I thought the wise move there was just give her a little dump pass on the trail, and she'd had an easy layup. And Legacy's struggling a little bit from the charity stripe right now.
I think they missed 4 in a row. Brendel started them out, made 2, then Felkley made 1, and Felkley's missed a couple, and Berryhill now makes 1 of 2 on the Servpro red zone free throw line. 35-13, 22-point lead. The biggest of the game by the Sabres. Wiest handoff. They just do this weave, and they have got nowhere with this weave as Legacy's jumping out on every single one of these, Scott. Hesitation dribble by Markle. Markle throws it inside. I think it's going to be, was blocked by Sagasar. Legacy, as they've done all day, they pushed inside to Felkley. Couldn't control it. Good spin around up top to Selinsky. Box out. That was a good, strong box out by Bogner.
Well, what is it if you're doing the box out drill in practice, Chuck? You got to box out till the ball hits the floor. Well, Mandan did their job there. They box out, the ball hit the floor, and then it was poked out of bounds.
Both Hale and Bogner did a great job boxing out both their defenders. Hand pass down to Markle. Markle pulls up from the 15-foot line, hits it. Haley Markle, her second basket.
Yeah, good recognition there by Markle. She found a seam wide open, stepped in and buried that 15-footer.
20-point lead now, 35-15 by the Sabres. Double team inside. Felkley inside, an easy layup by Eckroth. No good there, but rebound right there by Felkley.
Boy, it makes things easy when you have somebody that's got that size and that strength and being able to get rebounds off missed shots and put them back up.
Steal by Berryhill, easy right-handed layup. Oh, crotched it.
No, it wasn't, Chuck.
I guess it wasn't that easy for her, right?
I mean, Legacy is just chasing the basketball. I mean, they're chasing it all over the floor on Mandan's end.
Handoff up high to Hale. Hale tried to dump it down with the left hand to Bogner. Going to be kicked by Selinsky. There's no rhythm in the Mandan offense tonight, Scott. I don't know if there's been a possession that they've got great rhythm.
And you got to give the credit. The credit goes to the Legacy defense. They're just not giving them a chance.
Down the lane, a left-handed scoop is no good by Wiest. Rebound by Felkley. Felkley up to Sagasar. Missed shot. She had Eckroth there, but Eckroth got the weak side rebound, was able to put it in.
A good look by Sagasar, but a diagonal pass to Eckroth on the backside, but Eckroth there to clean up the missed shot.
Now the right-handed attempted layup by Mandan was no good by Markle. She tracks down the rebound. Looking inside, Selinsky and Bogner banging each other. Now Hale, good drive to the hoop with the left hand. She makes it.
Well, Mandan getting a little bit more aggressive here in this second half, attacking the 10.
Gonna be a turnover now. Try to get inside to Felkley. You know, I like Hale's. She's pretty good off the dribble on the outside.
She's shifty, absolutely.
39-17 in the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sabres, they led by 21 at half. Lead is now 22. At 3 seconds to get this across the timeline. It's going to be a 10-second count right there. As 10 seconds as Coach Henderson tried to call timeout, but it was too late. So that'll be a turnover for the Braves.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do.
He's just got his hands on his hips going, man, I don't know, good point. And now it's a battle inside. Bogner and Felkley as they just cleared everybody outside the three-point line and threw the lob pass inside to Felkley.
Yeah, that goes on Bogner, as you said, Chuck, her third personal. Third team foul on Mandan.
14:47 left in this basketball game as Schwint will come in now. Bogner will go out. Also checking in will be Aaliyah McPherson.
Is it Schwint or Schwind?
Schwind. Did I say Schwint?
Yeah.
Schwind. Thank you.
Yep.
No T.
I just want to make sure I got it right.
No, you're absolutely right. That's where we're here to correct each other when we say the wrong stuff, big fella. Aaliyah McPherson misses that shot. Rebound on the weak side by Schwind. Now the right side to Maya Shelton, who's in the basketball game, as is Sarah Helderot, and they're going to be a little left-handed push on the back by Helderot.
Severson
they
gets
call it
called.
Severson.
Yep, they did.
Okay,
Severson,
never mind.
Her second. That'll be the first team foul on Legacy.
27 seconds, the shot clock, all kinds of time. Nice dish out to Hale. Hale misses the three-point attempt, but right there with the rebound on the weak side is Wiest. Back to Hale. Around the corner of the baseline to Sheldon now. Got a chance inside with the right hand and going to be completely blocked away by Felkley. Behind the back and off the lips of Hale. Ouch.
Well.
Is that insult to injury, Scotty?
Yeah, that was just. I mean, and give credit, Mandy Schwinn tried to make a move in there, but it's just so tough when you're giving up 3 to 4 inches against Felkley, and you got to make her give her a head fake or whatever, make her go for a move, and she didn't. She just blocked it.
I'm sorry, Scott. Donauer is inside as Felkley now tries to make a move. She's double teamed immediately. Back out to Donauer. Now up high to McPherson. Skip pass to Brendel. Back to Donauer. Right-handed leaner, no good. Mandan rebounds. Ooh, nice pass the other way to Schwinn. Schwinn's going to put it right in the breadbasket of Brendel, and Brendel's going to get called for the foul.
Yeah, good aggressive move again there by Schwind as she got the ball off the pass and took it right at Brendel. Brendel out of position there, and Schwind's going to shoot a pair.
Good minutes for Maddie Schwind. She crotches the first Servpro free throw. Hey, fans, tonight's game is brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As a factory authorized dealer for AirSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game like Northern Plains Heating and Air. Second free throw is upend. Good, right? I think she made that one. She missed the first one. Schwinn made the second one. So 39-18 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's been all Sabres.
Well, a little different start to this half, Chuck. It's 5-5 in the half right now.
Oh, that's good. And rebound by Schwinn on the missed shot by Brendel. Wiest sets him up. Thrown back to Sarah Helderop. As we mentioned, she checked in last possession. Yo-yo dribble going nowhere. Officials counting. Got that off to Lyles just before the 5-second count got there. Going to be tipped away and stolen away by Donauer. Tipped it right to Couts. Now Brendel's got it. To Couts. Inside, outside to Donauer. Donauer just inside the three-point line. She hits it.
Well, a good find there by Severson. A nice skip pass, and Donauer was able to step up and bury it from the wing.
41-18 as the Legacy Sabres lead, and then they knock it out of bounds, trying to get it inside to Sheldon. Well, every single point for Mandan has been tough to come by. There's been no easy baskets tonight.
And more importantly, too, when they get it up, not a lot of second chance efforts either.
That's a great point, Scott. Good rebounding effort for the Sabres tonight. Ball's on that left wing to Schwind. She's hounded by Donauer. Good move inside. Just the Charles Barkley kind of dribble. Flips it up with the right hand.
Well, she figured she had a little size advantage there, and she did the right thing. Took it right at Brendel, buried it.
Skip pass over to McPherson, tracked down by Severson. Now back to Severson. Over to Brendel. Brendel down the lane, throws up a right-handed fall away with Schwinn guarding her, and Schwinn's going to get called for the foul.
That'll be 2 on Schwinn. That'll be the second team foul. Whoops. Sorry, the fourth team foul for the Mandan Braves.
Brooklyn Brendel with the flowing locks. That'd have been the perm back in my day, Scott. It's probably natural for her.
Yep.
Brooklyn Brendel, I think we know her father.
Yeah.
Brendel's, I think he played back for, I don't know if it was Legacy or who he played back in the day.
Century.
He played for Century. As Brendel makes both free throws. That lead is up now to 43-20. Brendel's 4 for 4 from the charity stripe.
Both he and Donauer's.
That's right. They played together, right?
I believe so.
Missed shot went out to Maya Sheldon. Sheldon hits the 3. Sheldon's been one of the bright spots for Mandan tonight.
Yes, she has.
20-point lead for the Sabres. They have the basketball. 11:40 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Left-handed triple is good by Ashley Couts.
Yeah, her 4th 3 on the season. Found herself wide open and figured, why not? I'm going to sling it up there.
Now Brendel with the steal. Nice pass. Running that left-handed lane is always no good by Severson, but Brendel's there with the putback. She misses. Now Severson, and she misses the attempted putback. Coach Petrick smiling. So we got to make one of those, right? Yeah, we got a line change. What? Coach Henderson is just looking for something, a spark.
Yeah, who's that at the line? Is that
Severson?
Severson, okay.
6 points.
Severson, McPherson, they all look alike.
Donauer.
They all look alike.
That's what I mean. And we're far away.
Yeah, that's
we're
right.
way up here with our bad eyes. Second free throw is up and good for Severson. 7 points for her. That lead is, I think that's the largest as it has been. They're doubled up and won to 47-23. Good look, fine inside. Just checked in the basketball game for Mandan is Kimmy McAllister. McAllister with her second basket of the game. 47-25, Legacy leads. Nice dive to Donauer and a look by Couts.
Boy, back and forth they go as Donauer. Was that Donauer that scored that one? It was, okay.
Mandan. Pass inside. Ooh, could not control it. That was Kimmy McAllister. Got a chance for a reverse layup, but Mandan with the turnover.
Here comes a line change now for Legacy.
Yeah, it's 10:44. I think we're going to see a lot of people tonight, Scott. Buckle up on the color side.
Yeah, I suppose. I better take a look at some substitutions here coming up. I suppose about the 5-minute mark if it stays the way it is.
For me to keep track of the game here as Felkley has the basketball now. Finds Eckroth, breaks the press, going to be 3-on-2. She pulls up from the left elbow, misses the 15-foot jump shot. She's been quiet. The one person that's been quiet, only 4 points for Eckroth. Markle wants to push. Between the legs, back, fade away. I think that was tipped by the Sabres. They're still running. Berryhill back in, got Segesser open from the left wing. 3-point attempt is up and good. Ring it up for Segesser.
In motion once again by Segesser, and a good find by Berryhill. Segesser just kind of pitched the tent in that left corner and was able to gather and bury it.
Pitch the tent. That's exactly what she did. She found that spot and she was there for a long time. Berryhill found her. Back the other way, 52-25 inside to Bogner. Bogner wheels against Felkley. No good. Segesser with the rebound, and Eckroth running the lane. Right-handed layup is good.
Oh, how about the recognition by Berryhill? Found Eckroth breaking down the far side and gave it to her. One-step layup, got it.
We will take a 30-second timeout with the Sabres leading 54-25.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Chuck Clairmont, Scott Woodmansee. John Haugen, Brandon Beater back in the studios as we have right now the Sabres. They're not even playing their best. I was talking to John Haugen on the break, and he's like, hey, he's watched Legacy play a lot this year, and Legacy not particularly playing very well, not shooting the ball very well, just playing tremendous defense.
Yeah, I mean,
creating opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, they are. Granted, they got, I think, 70 against Minot High, but I think he's probably right in the aspect that I thought they shot the ball better against Minot High than they are tonight from the perimeter.
Legacy 6-0. Mandan 2-3.
Just 3 threes for them on the night for Legacy. 2
of them by Sagasser. Mandan has a basketball. They trail by 29 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Inside to Bogner. Now a skip pass to Markle. Missed attempt, missed that. Eckroth has it. She turns and burns. Just hounded by Kimmy McAllister. I like her game. Selinsky in the corner, drives, wide open inside is Felkley. Felkley, one dribble and power move inside and good.
Yeah, what a nice find. And you're just absolutely dead when she gets it down there like that.
56-25, that was a 22-12 first 9 minutes of this second half. Legacy inside, and that was going to be a foul on Selinsky as Hale went hard to the basket. Stay tuned after this one, fans, as we got the post-game show. The planning team financial advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom. We'll have that, the post-game show. We got the sports clip MVP of the game, the move of the game. Got to look for that one too, Scott. I don't know if we've had one of those yet, so
yeah, I don't.
Keep our eyes out for one of those. Is right down the lane as Markle. Markle somehow split the defense, Scott, and drew the foul.
Yeah, nifty move there by Haley Markle. She's brought a little life to this Mandan offense here in this second half.
Playing hard, good athlete, track athlete, does the hurdles, the 4x2, 4x4. I heard she doesn't necessarily like the 4x4. Well, who does like the quarter mile? If you do, you got a screw loose, right?
It's kind of like if you like MMA.
Free throw is no good. I'm going to call a legal pick, right?
No, they called a push-off on Eckroth. It was not on Felkley. As you thought they were going to get it from a legal screen, but actually when she pushed off, when she picked her dribble up to Eckroth, that'll be her first.
I did not see that one. Officials were all over that one. Now Markle again, as nobody stops to dribble the ball, and she goes right at, I think, Selinsky.
Oh yeah, Selinsky better be careful. She picked up 3 quick ones. That's her 4th personal. 2 quick ones, I should say.
And give Markle credit, Scott, as she is going right hard at the defense before the defense kind of gets set. Markle missed the end one last time, but she gets this first free throw on the Servpro red zone free throw line. Now they're doubled up, 56-28. Just makes 1 of 2. Markle with 7 points for the Braves. 56-28 in the BNC Bank scoreboard. Way outside is Felkley, and what a pass by Eckroth down low to Berryhill.
Yeah, Berryhill slipped free on the backside and on the baseline, and good recognition by Eckroth.
Wide open on that right wing is Hale. Long. Felkley with the rebound.
She's got to have 27 rebounds.
I mean, she's in double figures. There's no doubt about that. Sagasser passes up on the line, but the officials say she drugged the pivot foot back the other way.
Yeah, Sagasser just got things going. Oh, look at here. The head coach of the Mystics just entered the building.
Wow,
how about that,
there we go. It's cold outside. No doubt. That's why we're inside.
Hey, man, he's cold inside, outside. He's cold in the hot shower.
He's cold everywhere. Kevin Rice, BSC Mystic head men's basketball coach, and speaking of head, right off the head of Donauer, and it goes right back to her. Eckroth, crossover dribble down the left side, right hand, no good. Gonna be tipped out of bounds by Felkley. As Felkley's still running the lane. Have I said enough that I'm impressed with Felkley? Have I said that before yet tonight?
No. Well, I can tell you what, if you haven't figured out that I am on this broadcast, then you haven't been listening very closely. But, boy.
I love watching somebody who works hard.
Yeah.
And does the fundamental things and has got a smile on her face, and she sure does. As now she gets a steal. And she shows down the lane. Oh, off hard in the back. just too hard. Mistimed her steps. She wants the ball back. She says, get it to me inside. Segerser takes a 3. She is hot. She hits her 3rd 3 of the game.
Boy, she's got a good-looking shot. You know that, the Segerser?
She sure does. 9 points for Addison Segerser.
Shoots it high, good rotation.
61-28, under 7 minutes to go now in this basketball game. That's tipped, so that wasn't a travel. Now out to Wiest, as you've hardly heard much from Wiest at all. Credit the defense for the Sabres.
She don't have a bucket yet, Chuck. Or a point, for that matter. I should have said she don't have a point yet.
Wow. Oh, and a good find inside by Felkley. Felkley misses the dime. She's smiling, saying, Alyssa, sorry.
Well, and this is an evening that Jaden Wiest is going to forget real quick, as she just picked up her 4th personal foul.
And all the second half.
Yep.
Felkley's been struggling from the line, and she continues. Ooh. She had 15 at half. Now has, what, 19, I think, Scott?
Yep, 19.
But she has missed her last 4 free throws. See if we can give her the opposite of the jinx. Talk about how bad she's shooting, and maybe she makes one. Boom.
Look at there, huh?
There you go.
So it does work in our favor once in a while.
I loved your interview, you guys, with her, too. She just was so well-spoken. You interviewed her. She was our Sport Clips player of the game after the last game.
I'm guessing she's the leading candidate for another interview right now.
She's got a pretty good chance. Segerser's looking at some stuff, too, but as Lyles checked in the ball game, then she throws out of bounds. Anna Lyles for Mandan. That'll be another turnover. It is so quiet in here, and the gym is filling up. They are expecting a good game following this one, as number 2 Mandan will take on the Sabres, and the Sabres boys have been playing well for Coach Jason Horner. Donauer outside to Brendel. Not a Eckroth. Eckroth throws it out of bounds, and she runs right over the top of Lyles, or not Lyles, that was Harper Harris. Eckroth struggled a little bit tonight. She's going to come out now, too. We'll see if she's checks back in. As 6:14 left in this basketball game. Fans, tonight's game brought to you by the UPS store, located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. 3-point attempt is no good by Harris.
A good box out there by the Sabres.
Donauer with that long rebound. Good behind the back. Brendel now to Donauer. They got the handles down, don't they? Behind the back, slash now. Skip pass to Brendel. Brendel hits the 3.
Well, this is going to be a dangerous basketball team, Chuck, in the postseason.
65-28 in the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's all Sabres, and another turnover for Mandan.
Now, as I say that, Chuck, it's one thing when you play in your own gym. It's another thing when you get down in the Civic Center or the Event Center. So. But certainly, this is a team you cannot take lightly in the Sabres.
Now, tonight's game's also brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Make sure you vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. I could use one of those right now.
Maggie Kleinknecht is in there for the Mandan Braves.
All right, I have not seen her play yet. As good hustle by Couts.
Yeah, Brendel missed a running layup. Ball got knocked out of bounds.
Okay, so Maggie Kleinknecht, she comes in. Kleinknecht is a 5'6" junior. She did not play against Minot, so a chance I'd like seeing some additional people come in the ball game. Wiest throws out of bounds, or throws it away. Another turnover for Mandan. They just keep adding up, and then the Sabres come the other way, and they give it right back. Sarah Helderop checks in. Sorry, Scott.
No,
as
you're
Wiest will come out, she might be done. She's frustrated. She had such a good game last game. I think she had 16, or no, she might have been double figures even last game when they played against Minot. 65-28, all Sabres. They led by 21 at half, and now the lead is 37 points as they show why they're number 3 and soon to be potentially number 2 in the state of North Dakota.
I'd be surprised if they're not.
On the right side is Sheldon. Sheldon drives, throws up a right-handed hook. No good. Legacy's pushing, but they slow down. Donauer has it. Held a rod on her. A little reach in, didn't call it. Ooh, a pick and roll, left-handed shot by Couts. That's a good play. That pick and roll, one thing that Legacy, they run that a lot, Scott. They get that high pick on those elbows.
Yeah, and you like it when obviously when you run it and you're able to find the roller. And that time Couts was able to gather it, put it up, missed the shot. but she was fouled on the act, and you want one of two things to happen: make it, one of three, make it, get fouled, make it, or miss it and get fouled.
And 2 free throws missed. That's one thing the Legacy has not done very well, shoot free throws. So there'll be the free throw ladder going, I'm guessing this weekend in the practice potentially for these girls. It's been all Sabres, 65-28, turnover down low. Oh, somebody went back hard.
Kleinknecht got called for the personal foul on the other end.
They got to get in the book, right?
Yep.
Tracy Klein and his lovely wife walking by us here.
Boy, I haven't seen him in a long time.
No. 65-28, Chuck Clairmont, Scott Woodmansee in the call here in the PSP Network. Stay tuned, fans, after this one as our planning team financial advisors and Shots Crossroads post-game show. Missed basket on the run out. Layup is good by Severson. Severson, she has ran the floor well tonight.
Yeah, who hasn't for Legacy?
Well, it's a good point. Held her up outside. 3-point attempt long, eeny over by Kimmy McAllister. Back the other way, crossover dribble inside. Foul from behind by Lyles.
Whitney Welk, Chuck, in the ball game.
Welk is too. Okay,
yep,
Whitney
she's
Welk.
The one that shot that one.
Perfect. Whitney Welk's a 5'6" sophomore for the Sabres. And we get some more. Let's check these people in. I guess you got Berryhill coming back in a starter, as is Sagasser, Scotty?
Yep, Sagasser's back in. Also, I believe that was McPherson that came back in as well.
So 3:49, you got a few starters coming back in. Missed free throw attempt by Lyles. Or not Lyles, that was Welk. Down the lane, underhand scoop is McAllister. Good rebound hustle by Schwind. They're going to call a jump basketball. 3:38 mercifully left in this basketball game. It's just been a tough game by Legacy. They have showed their offensive effort. They showed the defensive effort. And Mandan on the, what happened there is going to call what, a illegal pick?
Yep.
That was a late whistle, huh? She almost, as Berryhill went off that pick, Scott, she was almost at the free throw or the layup before they called it.
I didn't see who got the foul. Who was it?
They said they're going to call it on Sagasser.
Oh, okay.
67-28. 3:30 here in this game. There's no shot clock turned off. No running clock in high school basketball.
Not at this level.
Nope.
Class B level.
Whitney Welk. Good handoff inside by Schwind to a cutting Kimmy McAllister. McAllister with her 6th point of the basketball game, 67-30. 37-point lead. Right side, McPherson. We know McPherson, Scotty McPherson's daughter.
Yep.
I would guess they wouldn't let him officiate a game. This one with his daughter playing.
Yeah, that's a way to go out on a limb.
Turnovers by the Sabres. Stay tuned, fans, after this one for the planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post game. Shots Crossroads gets filled up. Get filled up on their delicious menu. Includes the famous number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. Mandan turns the ball over and they'll go back the other way. Got a couple new faces checking in here. Hopefully we got them on our scorebook. Sapphire
Abby
LeBlanc
Berman is checking in.
Taylor Oden.
Yep.
Sapphire LeBlanc.
Emily Bernston.
Okay. I think Abby Berman too is in. Emily Bernston. Okay. So we got LeBlanc, Welk, Bernston, Oden, and Berman in for Sabres the last 2:35. This will be take everything we got, and then they have long hair covering their numbers. How about that to help us out? Berman over to LeBlanc, dumps it down to Bernston outside. That's Welk. Welk down the lane. Right-handed jump hook. Oh, in and out, no good. Rebound attempt fought by Oden.
Some subs in there too. Taya Barrios is in there. Ariana Bitts is in for Mandan.
Barrios, Bitts.
So
Bitts is 5'13". Barrios is 24.
Gracelyn, I think, Bondison's in there as well.
Gracelyn Bondison, okay. Yep. She's 34. Yeah. Free throw attempt there by Taya Barrios is no good on the front end of the bonus. Got the peach shoes outside for the three-point attempt, is off the front end and no good by LeBlanc. Rebound back the other way comes Barrios. Barrios is stopped back outside. Now skip pass, hand off to Schwinn. Schwinn down the lane, left-handed shot, no good. Weak side rebound attempt is hustled by Maggie Kleinknecht. She does not get it. (67-30), 150 in this basketball game. I say basketball game about 100 times. Got to stop that.
You think it's a tennis match?
I don't know. Apparently I do. I think it's a different game.
Tennis match or ping pong match is going to break out or what?
Apparently, when you're an announcer, you catch yourself. You know it's bad, right?
I know.
67-30 before this game ends. Yo-yo dribble by Bernston. Bernston now kicks out to the three-point attempt. Yeah, Whitney Welk hits the three. 70-30, largest lead of the game. 1:22 left. Almost a double dribble. Stolen away by LeBlanc. Now she slows it down. Periwinkle shoes. In the corner. Bernston up high. That's Berman. Berman over on the right side to Whitney Welk. Welk, boy, she's got some handles now to Berman. Berman with the fade away from the baseline. Emily Berman scoring. 72-30 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 50 seconds before this one's over. Inside to Kleinknecht. Kleinknecht gets her own rebound off the glass. No good. Rebound by Sabres. Sabres going to push. We'll see if Coach Petrick slows them down. He does not. LeBlanc, left-handed shot, is blocked inside big time by Barrios. Now just inside the three-point line is Berman. She misses. 26 seconds. Scott Woodmansee's made his way down on the floor. Just almost stolen away inside, but they're going to call a foul on Taylor Odin, excuse me. That'll put Maddie Schwint to the line. 72-30 in this one. It has been all Legacy. Mandan just has not got it going. They played so well against Minot, and Legacy just has absolutely stopped them cold to start this game. As they started out on a 15-0 run, and they could not recover. As Schwint missed the first one on the Servpro red zone free throw. Second free throw is up and good, as she has 6 points tonight for her, as that will be the last possession. I do not believe that Legacy will shoot the basketball, as we're now enter the post-game show. As we're live, we'll kind of give them a little early, as you see in that right hand, the planning team, financial advisors, and Shots Crossroads post-game, as this one will go final 72-31. As we'll fix that, as Scott down on the score, down on the floor, as he will see if he can't track down somebody. We get the score fixed here. 72 final, 31 for the visitors. We'll get that fixed. Here we go, 72-31. The Legacy Sabres are victorious tonight over the Mandan Braves. Scott Woodmansee will try to track down a coach, the coach Jim Petrick, as well as a player tonight. Scott's down on the floor, talking to Brooklyn Felkley, talking to coach Jim Petrick. Scott Woodmansee, there we go. Scott, take it away, buddy.
All right, thanks, Chuck. Well, Coach, I'll tell you what, you come out and you start this thing out on a 15-0 run. I mean, you had to feel pretty good the way this thing started for you. And I thought defensively, wow, you turned things up a notch versus what I saw you play against Minot.
Yeah, this was the best first half we had this season. I thought our defensive effort was just phenomenal. One thing I really liked, too, was that we just simply shared the basketball really well. Our transition game got going early. We tried to emphasize making the pitch aheads against this team and try and get to the rim. But things fall into place to make shots. And, Mandan's a scrappy team. They always play us tough. They had an off night tonight, but they're not going to be a team to look past here in a few weeks, I bet.
Well, and you know what, your team, I mean, obviously a big win against Minot earlier. Then you come back, you win a couple more games. And are you starting to see maybe this team starting to come together a little bit more? Because this is the second time I've seen you, and it just seems you get better and better every game.
Yeah, I credit the kids at practice. They buy into our game plans. We really work on sharing the basketball. We know teams are going to focus on Eckroth and Felkley, so we say let them. Other kids are going to get open shots, which is going to open up the middle for us too. So if we keep playing this unselfish and this hard, good things are going to happen, but we still got a ways to go.
Well, yeah, I know. Hey, like I said, any coach isn't going to say right now they're playing their best basketball. You want to say that the middle of February, right?
I hope so. Hopefully we'll have these conversations at the event center sometime, but yeah.
All right, Jimmy, congratulations. Good luck.
Thanks for the coverage.
All right, you bet. Let's bring in Brooklyn Felkley. Brooklyn, I think we did. You and I talked to end the 2022, and now we're talking to start 2023. I mean, talk about tonight's game. You guys started out fast. It's always good to start out on a 15-0 run, but nonetheless, defensively, I thought you guys really, really created a lot of problems for Mandan.
Yeah, we worked really well as a team today. We focused on the little things, making sure we talked on ball. That was one of the big things this week. We want to make sure we're working on defense. That's what our team wants to be known for, and that's what we wanted to focus on tonight. Focusing on the boards because Mandan is a really good boarding team. They're plus 25, so we had to make sure we did our job and our part and continue boarding on that front.
Well, and I thought you really did a good job there. You know, talk about just you and how unselfish you are playing down low and doing the things that you have to do. And, boy, I tell you what, you got some gals that can shoot the basketball, but they got to get the ball into you, and you can find them, out on the wings. But nonetheless, offensively and defensively on the boards, you did a nice job tonight.
After St. Mary's game, they focused really much on doubling the post, and Mandan, that's one of their big things, especially against Minot when we watched that in film. They're a very big doubling team, so we had to focus on getting the ball in, but I wanted to make sure I had that open pivot so I can look on the outside. It's not all about the scoring, it's not all about all the points, it's about the assists, making sure your teammates get the best look on the ball.
Talk about what you did in the offseason. I really thought your game really has improved from last year to this year. What were some of the things that you really worked on in the offseason?
It's just opening up my arsenal, talking to people and learning about what I need to do to continue my game. I can't just do that one little pivot into the post. I got to make sure I can open up. I got to see the entire floor. I can't just go to the basket. I got to make sure I see everyone. It's about unselfish play.
And you played a little point guard tonight too.
A little point guard, not as much as Mia Berryhill, but I did my best.
All right, hey, congratulations, Brooklyn. Keep up the good work, all right?
Thank you.
Chuck, back up to you.
All right, thanks, Scott Woodmansee. Great job. And Brooklyn Felkley, just such a bright young gal. I mean, great, bright future in basketball for sure, and maybe in public speaking as well. She's so well spoken and got great insight in her game, understands what she needs to do. Felkley finishes with 20 points tonight, and 72-31. We are in the Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial postgame show. We'll take our first time out. When we come back, we will talk about this basketball game. We'll dig in the numbers. We'll do our Sports Clips player of the game. We'll do our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. You're listening to high school basketball on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Oh, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
It's time for the Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Now for a look at game stats and analysis. Let's go to the postgame.
We're in the post-game. The Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game, easy for me to say. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. Final score 72-31 as the Sabres are victorious over the Mandan Braves, and it was all legacy tonight, Scott. They just were dominant from the get-go as they started out in that 15-0 run. It took 7 minutes and 10 seconds for the Braves to even get in the scoreboard, and it didn't get much better after that.
No, it didn't. I mean, I think Legacy came out and buried him, got a big lead on him right away, and then after that it was really just a matter of trying to keep things together. And Mandan, it was just hard for Mandan to score tonight. It was hard for them to score. They couldn't find any shots. Played a little bit better in the second half, I thought, but nonetheless, it was all Legacy tonight here at Jim Hausler Gymnasium.
You got the numbers all tallied up?
Hey, man, as best I can.
You ready to go? All right.
Whether they total up or not, I didn't have time to do that. I guess we'll soon find out.
All right, hit it.
All right, first of all, for the Mandan Braves, nobody in double figures tonight, just 31 points on the scoreboard, led by Maya Sheldon off the bench with 9, Haley Markle with 7, Kimmy McAllister with 4, Danny Hill with 2, Emma Bogner with 3, and Maddie Schwinn with 6 for a total of 31. Lots of people in the scoring column for the Legacy Sabres, led by Brooklyn Felkley, the 6'3 sophomore with 20 points on the night. Ashley Kautz with 3, Hallie Severson with 9, Addison Sagister 9, Whitney Welk with 3, Aaliyah McPherson with 2, Brooklyn Brendel with 7, Alyssa Eckroth with 6, Barry Hill with 7, Abby Berman with 2, and Don Auer with 4 for their total of 72. 72-31, Legacy wins it going away here tonight.
That adds up, big guy.
Does it add up?
Just want you to know. Good job.
Does it? Not
it
bad,
does.
huh?
Not bad.
Johnny on the spot, baby.
So we got a couple things left here before we get to the boys' game. Is the Sport Clips Player of the Game and the Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game. The Move of the Game, tonight's Move of the Game, is sponsored by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you across town or across the country, located in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. They focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big picture. Their efficient, step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Tonight, Scotty, our Move of the Game.
Boy, I mean, there wasn't really one that stood out, but I think it was that rebound. I think it was Eckroth that got that rebound, and then they made the diagonal pass, and then another diagonal pass early in that first half.
Yeah,
and they ran that. It was a tic-tac-toe fast break, basically. It went from the low block and then went out to the timeline, and then diagonal down to the free throw line. I think that was it. I think it was
Felkley to Eckroth to, I think it might have been Severson or Sagister with the finish, but that was a great play, Scott. I'm completely with you. That was impressive, where it starts out with that great box out inside, the rebound, the turn, the dish at half court to Alyssa Eckroth, and then the finish by Severson, Hallie Severson. So that is our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game. The last thing we do tonight, Scott, before we change things in the cockpit, as we go to we were in the post-game bug, we got to go to the MVP, the Sport Clips MVP. They bring you the MVP of this matchup, that Sports Clips. They're the home to the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Tonight, Sport Clip MVP is...
I mean, we talked to her, Brooklyn Felkley. I mean, I don't know where else you go. Yeah, Sagister made some big shots for him as well, but Felkley just really controlled things inside. Ended with 20 points. I'm guessing she had 15 rebounds, if that, maybe more. So she's
blocks,
blocks,
defense,
2 or 3 blocks. Played defense. She's our Sport Clips MVP.
Yeah, I'm with you. Great game tonight by Sagister and Hallie Severson. They both had 9, but I completely agree. Brooklyn Felkley is our Sport Clips Player of the Game. That'll do it. Our final 72-31. We'll turn our attention after this one. We'll take a short in-between game break, and then we'll have the Mandan Braves, the boys, will take on the Legacy Sabres. The Braves number 2, the Sabres receiving votes. Back after this post-game timeout.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
Well, game number 2 on the docket, as it will feature the Legacy Sabres hosting the Mandan Braves. And it is a battle of two teams that are in the top 5 in the Class A boys basketball poll, and also one receiving votes, as the Legacy Sabres receiving votes and the Mandan Braves number 2 in the poll, as we will take a look right now at that most recent Class A boys basketball poll. There you see it, Century number 1, undefeated 4-0. Mandan right behind them at number 2 at 4-0. Minot at 6-1. Davies at 5-2, and Red River at 5-1. And we don't have on the receiving votes, but the Legacy Sabres and Fargo North Spartans receiving votes in that last poll, Chuck. So certainly a matchup. I think a lot of people anticipated this one, as based on the crowd filing in here tonight. Certainly it's starting to fill up.
Yeah, I like how these two teams match up too, as both teams play really hard defense, and that's part of the key with these guys, is how hard they play defense. And they've got a lot of athletes. That's the cool part of this, is they got kids who play basketball, football, they play other sports outside of that. Some kids are in track, and when you get multi-sport athletes out here, they are able to show that athletic ability, and these teams are going to be battling. And then you got coaches and Jason Horner. Oh,
there we go.
Jason Horner, he started his career, actually his high school career in the Class A ranks with Mandan. He actually got a state championship in Mandan, and Brandon Schaefer was coaching under him. So now you throw the extra wrinkle where you've got coaches who know each other, who are friends, and that whole prospect. And I guarantee you, Coach Brandon Schaefer took some things from Jason Horner, and so there's just so many intricacies of this basketball game with when you got coaches, players like that, and then a matchup of highly ranked teams with number 2 and legacy receiving votes. So expect something big.
Well, you're listening to our Shields pregame show. Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions from fishing to fashion. Shop Shields of Minot in Bismarck. Our pregame show rolls on with more. As we come back, we'll take a look inside the Mandan Braves and the Legacy Sabre boys. You're listening to West Region Basketball on the PSP Network. Back with more after this timeout on the PSP Network. Yeah, welcome back to Jim Hausler Gymnasium. Scott Woodmansee, Chuck Clairmont with you. Glad to have you aboard here on the PSP Network as we take a look at these two teams, the Mandan Braves, as we said, number 2 in the state of North Dakota, led by Brandon Schaefer in his 9th year. Chuck, certainly the Mandan Braves, you talk about the Legacy girls coming off a big win before the turn of the new year over Minot. Well, the Mandan Braves coming off a big win early this week, a game that you guys had in Mandan on the Carson Jablonski jumper at the buzzer to knock off the then number 1 ranked Minot High Magicians. Yeah, that was an impressive basketball game, Scott, as Mandan played so well in that game, played great defense, and just kind of stayed in it. And there was a defense that kind of shut down Minot, and ultimately, as they stayed in the game, you stay in the game, and hey, now you get an opportunity to win the basketball game at the end. And Carson Jablonski hit that big shot, as you mentioned. So Mandan, lots of confidence coming into this game. Yeah, they do, and obviously Tri Frank, Jablonski, Sheldon, Matt Muddingay, a guy that I really got to like in that opening round game. So certainly some athleticism on the side of the Mandan Braves. You take a look, Chuck, on the Legacy Sabres, 5-2, 4-2 overall. Receiving some votes, Jason Horner, 10th year at the helm, and this is a team I have yet to see. So I'm looking forward to watching his team play. One of the Jackson Kellogg just committed to Bemidji State to play football. So certainly this is a team that's, talking to Jason Horner, he said, boy, I tell you what, these guys are talented. And he said sometimes you just don't know what I'm going to get out of them, but certainly looking forward to watching this team play. Yeah, he likes his team. He likes how deep they are and how athletic they are. Yeah, I watched the replay of the Minot game. Then when they played Minot so well, they lost 79-72. But they played them extremely tough. And Chase Cano had a big rip for a dunk. He showed his athletic ability. He comes from a pretty good stock in Joan Hamron as his mom. But Lucas Kupfer and Jackson Kellogg and another guy. There's some kids that Brandon Widener, he averaged 2 points a game last year. And now all of a sudden he stops out and he's averaging 15 a game. So I'm kind of looking at this going, hey, who are these kids? And the improvement from last year to this year is so big for so many kids. And from that perspective, I love to see how hard some of these kids work in the off season. And we're going to get a chance to see guys like that, and Brandon Widener and Chase Cano, same thing. He only averaged, I think, a couple points a game last year. So lots of new kids on both sides. We're going to see their face. Parker Falcon, sophomore, averaging 12 points a game, a 6'4" sophomore. So when Jason Horner says something positive preseason about his team, you know they're good. Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, starting lineups, opening tip, next right here on the PSP Network. Legacy Mandan back with more after this timeout.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Well, welcome back to Jim Hausler Gymnasium as the starting lineups are being introduced on the floor. And I know we had those somewhere, did we not here, Chuck?
Go back to pregame.
Ah.
And then go to boys starters.
All right, there's our boys starters. Let's take a look first of all at the starters.
Just click that. The eyeball right above it. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Take a look at the starters for the Legacy Sabres. As there you see it, the home team on the scoreboard tonight. There's the starting lineups for the Mandan Braves. As for the Mandan Braves, they go like this. Carson Jablonski is questionable whether or not he was going to play tonight, but he's going to give it a go as he had a deep thigh bruise. So,
didn't Tony Weiler lose his career with a deep thigh bruise?
Oh, that's right. He had stud in. Yeah, stud in. He had a deep thigh bruise on the stud in.
Well, that's speaking of digressing. Wow.
Boy, that was a, yeah.
So we'll have to tell him to listen to that one. That'll.
Yeah, Jablonski and Sheldon will be your guards. Mendenwald, Frank, and Muddengay will be the forwards. Jablonski. So 3 seniors, a sophomore and a junior in that Mandan Braves starting lineup. And then for the Legacy Sabres, they're going to start with Braden Widener, Chase Knoll at the guards, Kupfer and Kellogg will be your forwards. And then the sophomore, Parker Falcon, will be your center for the Legacy Sabres. There are your starting lineups brought to you by Planet Pizza and Prestwich Orthodontics. So big thanks to them as we're about ready for the opening tip. And again, hey, my apologies. Hey, it's been a long time since I've produced one of these broadcasts. It was started the game number 1 of the season. So hey, I'm just getting back to all the bells and whistles and all this stuff. But hey, one way or the other, we're going to get through it.
Hey, you and me both have training wheels on, big guy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's all right.
We are we're the varsity, the JV, and when it comes to producing, that's for sure.
That's right. As you've been listening to our Shields pregame show, shop sporting goods, hunting, and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. As again, it is military night here in Jim Hausler Gymnasium, and boy, I tell you, I got to tell you, I think this is the fullest that I've probably seen. Oh, look at there, Lee Timmerman in the house, getting the wing,
throw some baseball or something. Looks like he's ready to go.
LT getting loosened up in the baby blue shirt. I like that. Huh? I haven't seen LT in a long time.
They pulled some of our coverage for the Minot Mandan game. They're doing some PSP Network. You got to like that.
And then I looked, I was walking back in, and I saw the head coach of the Mandan Braves football team, Todd Schill, and he was walking around like he was in Bermuda.
Well, I mean, he wears shorts always.
But
so you take a look.
And then he's got the flip flops on too to go with it. I mean, you got to.
The elevator doesn't go all the way to the top.
It was beach day.
He's his uncle Hudson, or he's the uncle of Hudson Sheldon. So excited to probably watch Hudson get a chance to play. And sometimes it's nice just to be a fan instead of a coach.
You know, I'm watching them throw these T-shirts out, and I think they've thrown about 12 T-shirts out, and they've all been to the same 12 people. Right at center court. These people on the right and the left side of the bleachers are going, hey, what about me? Well, the Mandan Braves break the huddle. They break it in their road blacks trimmed in white, and the Legacy Sabres in their home whites trimmed in black and Vegas gold. Widener, Knoll, Kupfer, Kellogg, Falcon for the Sabres. Jablonski, Sheldon, Mendenwald, Frank, and Muddengay for the Braves. We're underway. Tip is in the air. Sheldon tips it back. Jablonski controls. He'll run it into the front court for the Mandan Braves. Jablonski guarded by Kellogg. Comes to Muddengay. He hands off to Frank. Frank shimmy shakes down the lane, jump stop, finds Muddengate baseline. He turns, lays it up and in.
Well, it's a good start. Muddengate, it took him a while, Scott, last game to get going deep in the second half, but a good move on a reverse layup.
Back with it. Here's Kupfer with it. He hands off to Falcon. Falcon on the bounce. Now comes Kellogg. Kellogg around the wheel, goes high left side to Widener. Widener now between the rings to Falcon. Now they look inside Kellogg. He operates on Muddengate, spins baseline, hit, shoulder fake, shot short, board, blocked out of bounds by Matt Muddengate. Kellogg looks at his wrist and says, how about a foul? You're not going to get it, young man. It'll be out of bounds for the Sabres.
We got to make that first one. Great drop step, but you got to finish.
They direct traffic as Widener directs traffic, inbounds it to Falcon. Now they come out high. Kellogg around the wheel. They go Kupfer, now right side, Knoll. Knoll, they're going to get an offensive foul. Is going to go on Chase Knoll, and that'll be, I think.
No, I think they called it on Kupfer.
Oh, did they?
So
okay.
Kupfer must have chipped him or something on a pick, an illegal pick. As corner is just in disbelief, going, you got to be kidding me.
Sheldon bounces on the wing. Attacks the 10, now backdoor baseline on the right side. Muddengate, he backs in, kicks it out high. Jablonski, teardrop in the lane, rolls off, weak side rebound, Knoll. Knoll quickly in the front court for the Sabres, kicks on the wing to Falcon. Now Kellogg around the wheel they go. Here's Widener, right side, 3, bingo.
This kid's got a great stroke, 16 of 54 in the three-point line. That was pure from the right wing.
3-2, Sabres by 1. Oh, give and go, Jablonski. Oh, and Kellogg swats it away. And gets
Kellogg
up and says, do not bring that in here.
Great athlete. We just heard today, right? He signed at Bemidji State to play some football.
Yep. That's a good football program.
That's a good find. I think he's going to be a good kid.
Here's Frank on the baseline. Reverse layup contested there, down low by Kupfer, and tipped into Kupfer's hands. Up the far side they go to Falcon. Falcon now comes near side to Widener. Widener now back Kellogg. Kellogg in the left corner. Here's Knoll on the baseline. Looks, ooh, and he had Kupfer wide open through his hands and out of bounds. It'll go back to the Mandan Braves. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Food Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs.
That was a 98-mile-an-hour fastball from about 4 feet away.
Ooh, nifty move. Muddengate behind the back. Finds Jablonski. One more pass. Frank fires for 3. That one rolls off right side. Kupfer on the weak side rebound. He gets it back off in the front court to Widener. Widener now sets the play, and there's Knoll. Knoll goes baseline, cut off there by Sheldon. Ooh, and they're going up, and they're going to say Sheldon fouled Chase Knoll, and Knoll will shoot 2.
Well, the officials are, right now, you got to recognize they're calling it close early, and that's one thing you got to understand. You know, you say, okay, got to adjust. The officials are not letting anything go, and sometimes they talk before the games, and they say, hey, we think this game could be a lot of physicality. We're going to call it tight early on, and hopefully the kids adjust.
Knoll makes the first one, makes it 4-2.
His mom wasn't a bad athlete in high school.
No, she's all right.
Or at Florida, running, at Florida, University of Florida. She was a track star there, too.
Yeah, and she wasn't a walk-on either.
No, no.
4-2, Sabres by 2. Here's Sheldon, gets in the paint, nowhere to go, now finds Frank. Oh, nice pass down low. Layup is up and good by Rustin Mendenwald.
Wow, Mendenwald somehow got open in the backside of that Legacy defense, and a great two-handed snap pass.
We're tied at 4. Here's Kellogg out by the timeline, hounded by Muddengate. Here's a left wing 3 by Widener. That one hits the top of the iron, and it's going to go back to the Mandan Braves. We're tied at 4 in the BNC Bank scoreboard. 15-19 left to play here in the opening half. Jablonski runs in the front court, high post Muddengate. He turns, faces up on Kellogg, goes baseline. Now Jablonski, one more pass Sheldon. Sheldon gets in the lane, nice dump pass. Muddengate goes up, oh, and he was able to score it. Looked like it was tipped, but Muddengate was able to push it in.
It was blocked from behind by Kupfer. He was trying to use the backboard, and he blocked it right into the basket.
6-4, Falcon goes baseline. He pulls up, that one air ball, weak side rebound Kupfer. He turns, hits the side of the basket. Ball's loose, who's got it? We're gonna have a tie up, and we'll have a jump ball, and it will stay with the Sabres.
The intensity is just a tish different of this basketball game, I'm thinking, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Folks lined up.
Oh, my gosh, all around. This is just a great venue.
It's a great atmosphere, too. Poke away by Sheldon into the hands of Widener. Now around the wheel, left corner, they go Kellogg. The left-hander reverses Now hangs in the paint, too strong. Cup for the board, the reverse layup, no good. Sheldon comes out of there with it. Sheldon wants to run. Sheldon behind the back, down the lane. Layup scored, and he's fouled. Oh, what a move there by the sophomore from Mandan.
Well, he gets the rebound, and he just goes. He takes off and goes one-on-one behind the back. Thought it was going to be a block. Instead, he gets an and one. Keep that one in mind for the potential move of the game right there. That was a pretty coast-to-coast finish by the sophomore.
Substitutions coming in. Jedi Derek comes in for Legacy.
That's an all-name team, Jedi.
Yep, that's what they call him, Jedi. Jedi or Jed? I'm going with Jedi. I like that.
That's a good name.
Sheldon converts the three-point play, and just like that, Mandan's out to a 5-point lead at 9-4 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Derek, goes right side, Falcon. Falcon one bounce, picks his dribble up, skips it in the corner to Derek. Derek catch, fire three. Oh, right off the bench, and he buries a three. It is Jedi Derek.
And what a pretty pass, too. A skip pass from baseline to baseline.
9-7, back with it. Here's right down Broadway. Medenwald can't convert. Rebound comes out to Derek. Derek, he's got a three-point basket and a rebound in less than a minute. Knoll penetrates, nowhere to go. Now he's tied up. Ooh, Frank just ripped it away from him.
Strength right there.
He hands it off to Jablonski, and Jabo runs it into the front court. Hands off Frank. Frank loses the basketball, goes down and gets it. Now it goes back to, nifty pass to Brownotter, and it's going to be out of bounds as TJ Brownotter checks in for Mandan.
Hey, when you're on the floor, it just shows how cool and collected TJ or Frank is. He falls down, he's on the ground, and he says, hey, go back door. Points him, and it should have been a layup.
Braxton Wergler checks in. Off the inbounds. Medenwald trying to operate. He's hounded. Now gets it off to Sheldon. Sheldon. And they're going to get an offensive foul. Is going to go against Hudson Sheldon, and that's number 2. That gets Muddengay off the bench.
But what a defensive anticipation by Knoll. I mean, went behind the back, and he's watched that play a time or two on film somewhere as he just completely read it, jumped in front of him, going to his right, and drew that second foul.
Kellogg comes back in now for the Sabres. 9-7 Mandan by 2 on the BNC backdoor. They go to Knoll. He runs right into Muddengate. Good no call there. Jablonski up with a loose ball. Jablonski, the blow by, the step through move. He goes up and he's going to draw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. I think it's going to go on.
That's good. On Wergler's got his first foul. How he is so quick. He gets on you on the defense. You are still running backwards at full speed, and he catches you off the dribble.
So Jablonski toes the Servpro free throw line, and Jablonski's free throw is up and good. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Servpro. 10-7, Mandan by 3. Second one by Jablonski. That one's too strong. He gets 1 of 2. Back with it comes Knoll. Now he gets it off to Widener. Derek hands off to Wergler. Now Kellogg. Kellogg on the bounce. The left-hander gets it off on the baseline. Here's a Widener jump shot on the baseline. No good. Jablonski the rebound. He wants to run. Jabo in the open floor. Now finds a trail. Kicks the left corner. Here's Brownotter for 3. Bingo. TJ.
Brownotter off the bench. Big 3 in the corner. He had stakes set up there for about a week and a half on that break.
Devin Church in the ball game too for Mandan. Back with it comes Wergler. Now he hands it off to Derek. Here's Kellogg, hounded by Muddengay. Left corner they go to Widener. Now down low, Kellogg. Kellogg turns, fall away shot off the window and scored it. Did Jackson Kellogg.
Good defense down low by Muddengay, but boy, a little bit of a fadeaway right there to get him some separation from Muddengay on the block.
13-9 our score. Here's Devin Church in the right corner. Now comes up and Muddengay, throws it right to Kellogg. Kellogg, one-on-one. Kellogg, step through move, fall away shot. The left-hander's too strong. Jobble to steal. And what are we going to get there? And they're going to say it's off Jablonski. Folks
Coach
wanted a foul.
Stood up and like he's in shock that as Jablonski was dribbling and he ran right into You ran right into Kellogg. It's like that almost like that had to be a foul or something, didn't it?
Yeah, you would think so. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. They've probably been serving the Magic City for over 25 years with the largest laser tag playground in the region. Mouth-watering pizza and wings and the 30-inch galactic pizzas that are out of this world. Call and order now, 852-1700. Planet Pizza is out of this world. And we had to wipe up some sweat from the floor, so now we're ready to go. Legacy has it in the front court. Get a new shot clock. Derek hands off. Back on the ball. There's Falcon with it. Around the wheel they come to Kupfer. Kupfer goes up high to Derek. Derek now left wing they go. That's Wergler. Cut off on the baseline. Out high to Kellogg. Hounded by Muddengate down the right side. Kellogg, the fall-away shot off the window and scored, and he shakes his head and says, he can't guard me.
He's guarding you really well right now. I mean, in terms of forcing you to take some tough shots, that's a tough shot. Falling to your right side, away. I mean, and he uses the glass. That's just good offense by Kellogg.
Here's Muddengate on the right side. He's hounded there. Now comes out high Frank. One more pass. Brown Otter, left corner. Too strong, and running out of there with it comes Kupfer. Kupfer wants to go end-to-end. The runner's up, no good, but he's going to be fouled, and that foul is going to go on Briley Bearstail, who's checked into the ball game.
Boy, and Lucas Kupfer's big brother Nick, he is resembling him more and more all the time. We watched some big games by Big Brother drop some points in this gym.
Yeah.
An all-stater, football, basketball, playing football for UND. Got in some games this year too.
Lucas Kupfer's first free throw is too good. Now coming in for Bedenwald back in, Jablonski in. 13-11 our score on a BNC Bank scoreboard. Legacy and Mandan. Second one, that one's off as well for Kupfer. Rebound to the Braves, and Frank walks it up into the front court. Jablonski on the cut to the tin, finger roll. Oh, he got it to go in. Tough move there by Jablonski. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 15-11 to go, or 15-11 our score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 11-1 to go opening half. Braves by 4. Back after this timeout on the PSP network.
Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, I should know better than to play that Jersey Mike's sub commercial right now. 10:57 to go, 15-11.
Thank you.
Braves by 4.
Guys that haven't eaten, trying to lose weight, please stay off the food commercials. Or just let me know and I can turn away.
Yeah, here's Derek with it. Nice dump pass. Kupfer one bounce. Lose it. Derek gets it back. Ooh, up off the window and good for Jedi Derek.
An accidental assist by Kupfer.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Derek, hey, what do you call that? That's the right place, right time?
Yep, here's Frank cut off on the baseline. Now goes out to Brown Otter. One more pass, Jablonski. Jablonski attacks. Here's Frank. He's going to set his feet, fire for 3. That one's in and out. Climbing the ladder there is Falcon for the Sabres.
He got up big time there. He got the two-tone bright Nikes.
Well, he's got lots of color. That looks like a Crayola box.
He does.
Kellogg, ooh, nice dump pass down low. Kupfer, oh, he leans it in and got it off the window to Lucas Kupfer.
Well, Kellogg is so good finding openings in the lane and a great pocket pass to Kupfer, who had got rebound position.
We're tied at 15. Brown out of the free throw line. Finds Jablonski, who spins. Now to Brown out of left corner. Brown out likes that corner. Good three-point shooter. Ooh, nice pass. Jablonski attacks, scores it, and he wanted the foul, didn't get it. And going down hard, I believe, is Kellogg.
Boy, I went baseline, jumped back into Kellogg, and got him with the inadvertent elbow. Kellogg's going to go down. You're going to have to check the lip for sure. And it was inadvertent, but two football players going at it. I guarantee those two are probably tangled. Although I'm not sure Mandan played Legacy this year in football.
I don't think they did.
No.
17-15, Mandan by 2.
Kellogg's going to have to go down. Yep. He's walking off the court.
Shaking his head, too. And loose ball, and it's going to go back to Legacy. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's. Make sure to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above, and also BNC National Bank. With locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona, BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management service for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Left corner 3 is up and good for Parker Falcon.
Parker Falcon had a great dish from Kupfer inside.
18-17, the sophomore gets his first basket. Legacy by 1. Bear's Tail, that's Briley in there. They go backdoor on the baseline to Medenwald. He can't handle it, goes out of bounds. Knoll's coming back in. Also Devin Church back in for Mandan. 18-17 our score. Sabres by 1 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Chuck Clairmont, Scott Woodmansee, John Haugen, the legendary Brandon Beater with you.
Which one's legendary, John or Brandon?
Both of them are.
Okay, both. That's
I'm going to give them both a legendary status tonight.
I'll give him that.
Here's Jablonski. See, now I'm going to call him Haugen. I call it Jablonski Haugen. How about that? Here's Frank with it. Frank nowhere to go. Job on the backdoor cut. He finds Bear's Tail. We try to make one extra pass. Turns it over to Knoll with the steal. Up the left side, they give it to Widener. Now here's Knoll on the baseline. He's got nowhere to go. Cut off there. Now finds Widener. Skips it cross court. Falcon thought about a 3, didn't pull the trigger. Now here comes Wergler. Wergler to Knoll, and Knoll is going to be bumped, and they're going to get Bradley Bearstail with his second.
Good ball fake by Knoll to the right side. Then he went kind of crossover to his left. Got Bearstail a little bit off the right balance there.
18-17, 8:28 left to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Reminder, we'll have our Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry-Domries can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. Here's Knoll. Knoll attacks. Knoll leans in. Tough shot. Short. Gets his own rebound. Ball's loose. Taken away by Frank. Here's the leak out to Bearstail. Bearstail on there and goes up. Left-handed layups up and good by Briley Bearstail, the freshman.
Starts with a steal by Frank. The great outlet to Bearstail. And then Bearstail read the 2-on-1 break. Kept it. Scored.
19-18. Mandan by 1. Left corner. Knoll. Shot fake. Gets in the baseline. Rises up. Shot too strong. Rebound Jablonski. Jablonski slows things down, walks it into the front court. Now he engages the afterburners. Left corner 3, Bearstail. Bingo! Briley Bearstail buries one.
Well, he hit his first basket of the season in his career in the varsity last game, Scott, and you can see why he's out here playing back-to-back points for Briley Bearstail.
Yeah, he's got 5, a quick 5 for Bearstail. Knoll. Nowhere to go. Picks his dribble up. He's asking for some help. The Widener, high post Kupfer. He faces up down the lane, tries to step through, flips up, scored, and he's fouled. Oh, the hoop and the harm for Lucas Kupfer.
Very athletic, lanky, can jump, left-hander too.
Medenwald gets called for the personal.
Medenwald did such a good job on defense against Minot. He was guarding Dissett a lot. I mean, Dissett scored, but I was really impressed with the effort that Medenwald did on the defensive side.
Kupfer cannot convert. He's missed all 3.
Yeah.
22-20. Mandan by 2. Right corner, here's Church with it. Church nowhere to go. Now gets it off to Muddengay. Muddengay sends Church from the right side to the left side. He wants to go one-on-one. Loses it. Oh, nifty pass. Oh, and Medenwald cannot hang on to it on the cut down the lane. Here's a poke away by Bearstail to Knoll.
You know, I like Knoll. He's saying to his guys, you got to let me know. If somebody's coming behind me, you got to scream, right? That's part of your partners, your other teammates' job to be doing that.
And it appears, they're going to inbound it. Horner wanted a timeout, didn't get it. Derek now around the wheel. Kellogg back in the ball game. Finds Falcon on the left wing. Falcon goes baseline, now out high to Kellogg. Kellogg down the left side of the lane, leans in. He's going to be fouled. And I think that's going to be on Muddengay. It is.
Well, one thing Kellogg's showing tonight is he's got handle, Scott. I mean, football's his sport, but boy, he's an athletic kid. I mean, he's not super tall. He reminds me of his father. Plays just like his dad.
Yeah, he does.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, he's strong, lower body, good handles, likes attacking the basket from the free throw line in.
Yeah, just kind of I don't know what he used the term, just kind of slithers around down there, a little bit.
He
just
does.
kind of, I mean, that's what he does.
Good hand, he uses his body roll well with position.
Absolutely. 22-21. Kellogg's second one rolls around and goes in for Jackson. He's got 6, and we're knotted at 22 apiece. Here's a poke away. Church runs it down. Church hands off. Muddengay in the right corner. Matt on the bounce. Jump stop. Leans in. Shot too strong. Ooh, he didn't time his jump. Rebound comes out to Derek. Derek wants Kellogg on the trail. Finds him. Kellogg in the lane. Step through move. Up and good for Jackson Kellogg.
Well, right on cue. We just were talking about him, how slithery is. He attacked it from the top of the key. Went right down the lane.
Then Mandan throws it away on the other end. 24-22 our score.
Legacy has been back and forth.
Try Frank comes back in for Mandan. Sabres by 2 at 24-22. Substitution in there. Here's a poke away by Frank. Frank on the other end, reverse layup. Oh, he missed it. Rebound comes down to Widener. On the other end, high school hideout by Kellogg. He's got nowhere to go. There's a right corner 3 by Falcon. That one's too strong. Rebound comes down to Frank. Who's in there for Legacy, Chuck? Is that? Oh, that's Andrew Jablonski in the ball game. Andrew, a 6'4" junior, getting some run here. Here's Muddengay, loses it. Nice gather by Frank. Shot fake, good closeout by Jablonski. Dangerous pass to Brownotter in the corner. Bearstail is going to catch fire. Another one. That one rolls off. Weak side rebound comes down to Jedi Derek. Falcon goes baseline, now kicks it out high. Here's Derek. Derek straightaway 3. That one rolls off. Rebound Muddengay.
Great box out by Brownotter.
He gets it off to Jablonski. 4:52 to play. Nice give and go. Frank Jablonski layup got it.
And he is so quick. He passes it to the wing, and he goes by you in an absolute blink.
And we're tied at 24 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Kellogg has it poked away by Muddengay. Kellogg's going to attack. Try to dump it cross court. Taken away by Jablonski. Where'd he come from?
Half court.
Back the other way. Here's Brownotter left corner. Now up high to Frank. Frank, ooh, he wanted Brownotter in the cut. Brownotter stopped going.
He had it too, Scott.
Yeah, he did.
If he'd have kept going, he'd have had the reverse layup.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. They've probably been helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online at RogerWardMovingAndStorage.com to schedule a move or to find a quote. Roger Ward Moving and Storage. We're knotted at 24. It's been a good one here in the opening half. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP network.
Yeah, a little better than the first one, 72-31. Legacy won that one.
Widener on the right wing. Now comes out high. There's Kupfer with it. Around the wheel they go. Knoll. Knoll one bounce, steps in, nothing there. Also in the ball game now for Legacy, that's Andrew and Aiden Sagasser. Left corner 3 by Knoll. That one's off. Good box out there. Jablonski pulls the rebound down. Jabo back in the front court for Mandan. Crossover does Medenwald to no avail. And they threw it. Oh, it's going to be tipped out of bounds.
And he had him too. Jablonski was, he's so quick. He was going out to the wing and he had somebody overplaying him, and man, he went right quick back door, and that one-handed pass off the dribble from Frank. Jablonski's couldn't handle it, but because it was tipped.
We're tied at 24. Here's Jablonski. Brownotter now back to Jablonski. Frank between the ring, 6 to shoot. Frank attacks, stop and go move, leans in. Up, that's an offensive foul. It's going to go against Frank, his first.
Yeah, Frank's saying, hey, he's faking that one, got his head shaking on that one. But you know, when you come in and you lower your shoulder like that, and there's contact at all, the officials they're probably gonna lean towards the offensive foul on that one. They don't care how much pressure you really put on it.
You're not gonna get that foul called a whole lot, are you?
No.
In the lane, here's a teardrop by Widener. That one's comes off short. Quick return. Here's Muddengay, attacks, nowhere to go. Now finds Medenwald. Medenwald's got nowhere to go, and they're going to get a foul, I do believe. Is that going to go against Jablonski?
I think it might have been Sagasser. Aiden Sagasser came down below and tapped him on the shoulder. Aiden Sagasser hoping he can have the game his sister did.
Yeah.
She had 9 points, 3 big threes, played really well in that first game.
Sagasser just, he's a senior as well.
I'm going to guess they're twins.
Here's Brown Otter.
They are twins, Scotty.
Here's Bearstail with it. That's Briley. Hands off to Frank. Frank, stop and go move. Now reverses the dribble, operates in the paint. Step through, teardrop, no good. Rebound. Ooh, I don't know. Would that have been Legacy's ball, do you think?
Well, he sang and hit the line first, so it didn't matter if he tried to save it or not. Or are they saying he touched the out of bounds line?
I don't know. Well, anyways, Mandan.
I'm with you. I thought Mandan was the one who hit it out.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Here's Brown Otter with it. Now Frank. Buttengay in traffic, loses the ball. Buttengay battles for it. Knoll comes out of there with it. Knoll gets it off, and what are we going to have? We're going to get a foul, and then Buttengay's finally going to get called for a foul. That'll be number 2 on him.
He's frustrated. Knoll's doing a really good job guarding him, and Buttengay is going to take a seat with 2 personal fouls. He sat a lot. Had some foul trouble, didn't play particularly well in the first half, plus another 9 minutes, and then he came on strong and scored 8 points down the stretch to help Mandan to victory.
Yeah, sorry, Chuck, that's a 7th team foul, so Knoll will toe the stripe. The Servpro free throw line, and free throw's no good, but Kupfer with the rebound. Here's Knoll, he's going to attack. Ooh, hangs in the air and goes up and lays it in, does Chase Knoll.
So athletic, lots of hang time right there. He's got some hops.
26-24, Sabres by 2. Jablonski in the right corner. Attacking his Church. Now he comes to Bearstail in the left corner, and it goes out of bounds. Parker Falcon coming back in. Sagasser will sit down. Broxton Wergler checks in.
Wergler, senior, averaging 15 points a game. He was a starter. Widener came off the bench earlier. Now they've kind of flip-flopped.
Here's Church off the inbounds, hands off to Jablonski. Jablonski crosses over, spins in the lane, kicks left corner. Church going to pull for 3. Bingo.
The drive, the slide, the glide, the dish in the corner to Devin Church.
27-26 back in the net. Knoll operates down low, gathers it, blocked away by Bearstair. Here comes Jabo. The blow by. Layup, got it.
Jackson Kellogg tried to stop him at the 28-foot line, and he went by him like he was standing still.
There was some laundry left on the floor after that one.
Yes.
29-26. Jablonski ties up the loose ball, and we're going to have a Hubbard National Insurance timeout on the floor. 1:29 to go here in the opening half of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 29, Legacy 26. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Well, 29-26. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. 29-26. Good hustle play by Jablonski on the timeout. He gathers top of the key, operates, now goes down the lane, kicks corner. And not able to handle it is Medenwald. It goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Sabres.
I think the hamstring's all right.
You think
the quad?
You think the deep thigh bruise is healed?
I think he's doing fine. What's he got?
Hey, I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah.
The Sabres, and Jablonski pokes it away into the hands of Frank. Boy, I'll tell you what, he is just all over the place, is Carson Jablonski.
I love the headband too. You know, it kind of reminds me of what's the basketball show they do with the headband?
Semi-pro?
Yes.
Yeah. Jablonski, tough move on the step through. Couldn't get it to go down, and the rebound comes down to the Sabres, and that's Wergler with it. Works it into the front court. Under a minute to go, 44 seconds. Cup from the left wing, crosses over. Now Kellogg, he's going to fire for 3. That one rolls off. Rebound to Jablonski.
Church in a great box out on the weak side against Parker Falcon.
Jablonski enters it high right side to Frank. Frank brings it between the rings. Now around the wheel they come. Give and go. Here's Medenwald, and nope, they're going to say there was a foul before. Foul's going to go against Widener. First personal. That's just the 5th team foul on Legacy. 22.5 to play in the opening half as the Sabres can play for 1. Oh, nice pass to Frank. No.
Now you got pushed from behind. Well, that's almost an N1, isn't it? How do you not count that basket?
Yeah, I mean, you would think so, right?
He pushed him from behind, and he leaned and shot.
Yeah.
It's going to be falling. I thought that was 2 on Cano.
That's what I have.
Yeah.
Here's Frank. 12 to shoot. Frank's going to get in the lane. Frank stops, leans in, rolls off. Rebound kept alive. Here's Jablonski. Jablonski, he's going to attack, leans. Oh, a quick move to the tin. The finger roll layup is good, and that's going to end the opening half of play here from Jim Hausler Gymnasium as Carson Jablonski continues the hot streak as we go to break and enter our Premier Chiropractic intermission report. On the BNC Bank scoreboard at the break, it's Mandan 31. Legacy 26. Back with our Premier Chiropractic intermission report after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Here we go, where they get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 seconds, 1 second. Doppler rises, right wing, 3, bingo! Oh! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer! Oh! Are you kidding me? He turns, he fires, and he buries it!
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Well, welcome back to our Premier Chiropractic intermission report as we are at halftime of our boys game, 31-26. The Mandan Braves on the road lead the Legacy Sabres. A game earlier that we had on the PSP Network. The girls defeated, Legacy girls defeated Mandan by a score of 72-31. And Chuck, I guess you could say that when you have two teams that garnered votes or are garnering votes in the Class B boys in the Class A basketball poll, you would expect a game like this, a close, tight, contested contest, a 5-point lead. But really, towards the end there, I thought Mandan out-hustled Legacy late in that second half.
Yeah, I mean, they'd been back and forth. There was, 1, 2, 3, 4 ties, and where each team had a little bit of a lead, maybe 5 points, 4 points the other way, and then Mandan just finished strong. The last probably 3 minutes of this game, maybe 3.5 minutes, they stepped up their intensity defensively, got in the passing lanes, and then Carson Jablonski took over. He scored the last 6 points in impressive style and showed his speed and why he's a top recruit in terms of a kid who wants to play some football. Anxious to see where he goes. Hint, hint, UND, call him Carson Wentz, call Jablonski. Oh, just, is there subliminal? Can we put that in there?
Where he's going to school?
No, we don't know yet, do we?
Yeah.
Where?
Going to UMary.
Oh, did he sign?
He did.
Okay.
So
well, there's still time. Did he officially sign? Can he back out?
Yeah. So love it. Hit delete. Hit delete.
He officially signed.
I think, yeah, he's going.
That's a great sign for them, because this kid is going to be electric. He is going to be.
And I say that for the fact I saw Chris Schwab the other day, and Chris Schwab said, "Boy, I'll tell you what, he's going to be really good out the University of Mary," and they got a good one. Craig Bagnell and the Marauders and Carson Jablonski. But I'll tell you what, though, boy, this kid, he's electric. Things are rolling over from Tuesday into Friday for him, are they not?
Yeah, he just is continuing to play great basketball, and he's so fast. He's so hard to guard, whether it's him taking the play off just from dribbling, or whether it's backdoor cuts, whether it's whatever. His speed has been lethal right now tonight for his 5 baskets and his 11 points.
Well, Legacy trails it 31-26 at home as our Premier Chiropractic intermission report. Premier Chiropractic is focused on improving the health of the Mandan surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. It rolls on after this timeout. We come back. Chuck will have a look at the first half individual team numbers. You're listening to the West Region Basketball on the PSP Network. Back with more after this timeout.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Welcome back to Jim Hausler Gymnasium and our Premier Chiropractic intermission report. Braves lead at 31-26 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. For a look at the first half individual numbers, here's Chuck.
All right, thanks, Scott. For the Sabres, 6 guys in the scoring column led by Jackson Kellogg. He's got 8 points, 3 field goals, and 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. 5 points for Jedediah Derrick as a 3-2 right when he came in the basketball game. 4 for Lucas Kupfer. He struggled from the line, though. 0 for 3 from the free throw line. 3 points for a trio of Sabres. 3 for Widener and a 3. Knoll has 3. He was 1 for 3 from the charity stripe. And then Parker Falcon hit his only basket, his 3-point attempt. 3 for 8 from the free throw line. That's the struggle for Legacy, as they're 26 points. in the first half. For the Mandan Braves, Jablonski in double figures with 11. And then 5-6 others in the scoring column, so very balanced scoring. Riley Bairstale at the bench has a 3 and a 2 for his 5 points, 4 for Rustin Medenwald, all in the first 9 minutes of this game, and then 3 for Hudson Sheldon before he sat down with 2 personal fouls. Brownouter has a 3, Devin Church has a 3, and then Muddengay has 2 points, and he sat out a lot of the second half, or a lot of this last 9 minutes with 2 personal fouls for their 31. Back and forth, the game was all tied at 15, then it was 18-17. The Sabres led through the first 9 minutes, and they actually led 26-24 with about 2 minutes left in this first half. And then Carson Jablonski turned it on and scored. I guess he had 2 baskets, or he had a basket or a spin move and a dish out to Devin Church for a 3, and then he hit that super turbo speed 2 at 1:29 left to put him up ahead 31-20. Well, didn't it look like he hit the turbo button and half?
Well, I'm just saying it was just like it was just like the afterburners on an airplane. Just kind of went, all right, it's time to go.
It was Jackson Kellogg stood there and looked up and looked over like, oh boy, he could feel the burn behind him from Jason, the head coach Jason Horner. Hey, don't turn around when you feel that. Do not turn around.
No.
He's not smiling at you. Let's just trust me.
And you know, one thing we got to give some credit for, Chuck, in that first half from Mandan. How about the play of Riley Bairstale with Sheldon on the bench with 2 fouls? He comes off the bench. You know, I mean, he got his first varsity bucket the other night, and he gets 5 off the bench, and you got Sheldon on the bench with 2 fouls. So certainly some consistent play there off the bench for the Mandan Braves.
And one thing Bairstale's bringing to the table that he did so well against Minot, he's a scorer. We know he can shoot, right? He's only 1 for 7 this season. When you watch the form, the shooting's going to come. He plays good defense. He came out and played some defense on Derek to set the second half. And Coach Brandon Schaefer was really impressed with that side of him. And he said that's why he's going to get some PT. Because, yes, he can shoot, but I'm not afraid to put him in as a freshman. He can also guard. And so that's big minutes and big points off the bench from the freshman, Riley Bairstale.
Well, that's going to do it for our Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. We come back, second half, Legacy Mandan next, right here on the PSP Network.
Remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Well, the Sabres have broken the huddle. They'll go Kupfer, Widener, Knoll, Falcon, Kellogg, Sheldon, Jablonski, Frank, Muddengay, Medenwald for the Braves. As we start the second half here, Mandan will have the basketball. Sheldon back in the ball game with playing with those 2 personal fouls. Dribble entry, handoff on the left wing. Jablonski turns the corner, cut off there. Back to Sheldon. Shot fake, steps in. Thought about stop and go move. Now Frank's going to attack, leans in, nowhere to go. Shot fake. Oh, the step through flip up move is no good. Medenwald the rebound.
The sneaky under the armpit.
Yeah, that's an amateur basketball move right there, huh? Here's Sheldon with it. Jabs right now on the bounce. Now leans in, goes up, and he's going to be fouled, and he's going to shoot 2. Is Hudson Sheldon.
He was determined to shoot. You talk about itchy trigger. I've been sitting 12 minutes. This one's going up. And good job just staying right with it against Widener.
Knoll gets called for the foul.
Okay, they got 2 up there.
Yep, that's what I got here.
No, 2, like number 2. I think that's who was guarding him.
Oh,
Widener was guarding the play, and so
it was Widener. My bad.
It's all right. Hey, we got one mistake. We can all make one.
Sheldon misses the free throw.
As we said, just 3 points. He had an and 1 early in the game. Might have been the first basket of the game even. Nope, second one.
32-26. Mandan's doubled up the Sabres. They lead by 6 as Widener directs traffic on the bounce, high right side. Wants a screen. He gets it, turns the corner, and nothing there as he's doubled up. Back to Kellogg. Kellogg Dumps it down low. Kupfer. Ooh, nice little baby hook in the lane there by Kupfer as he leans in on Muddengay.
You don't see that left-handed hook being rolled too much like that. That was pretty. Been working on that one. I like that's tough to stop.
Here's a give and go from the referee he raised his hand like he wanted to blow it. There was contact there, but he wasn't sure. Now back come the Sabres as Jablonski tips it away. Kellogg gathers. Kellogg in the lane, throws it up, too strong. Rebound tipped in the hands of Knoll. Knoll up high, Falcon, he's going to catch, fire for 3, and he got it.
All right, that was an impressive catch and shoot on the great skip pass by Knoll. That took like milliseconds for him to catch it and shoot it. He had his feet set.
Falcons got 6. They try to find Muddengay on the cut, and he's going to be fouled. This one's going to go against Knoll.
Yeah, Knoll overplaying Muddengay. Muddengay went to the back door. Good cut.
That's his second, so that'll be 2 on the Sabres in this half.
You and I both have him for 3, so something's wrong.
Who for who?
We both had Knoll for 3.
I only got him for 2 now.
No, he only has 2 now. We didn't give it to him. That was Frank missing the 3.
Back on the other end comes Widener. Pull up on the baseline. That one too strong. Knoll comes firing through. He's able to gather it. Nope, tipped away into the hands of Frank. Baseball pass down to Medenwald. Medenwald has a swat away by Kellogg. Wanted to travel. Rebound to Kupfer. He keeps it up high.
But Medenwald should have dumped that to Hudson. Hudson was. It should have been a 2-on-1 break. It should have been a flush by Hudson.
32-31. Mandan by 1, just underway. Second half of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Knoll goes baseline. Shot fake, leans in off the window. Too strong. Sheldon runs it down. Sheldon. Stop and go move. Sheldon reverse layup. Oh, and Knoll says, "Thou shalt not enter thy lane," and he runs it down. Here's Kupfer. Nice pass. Kellogg. One bounce. Reverse layup. In and out. Muddengay the rebound.
Too much English on that one.
Yeah, the Inglés.
The right play, the right idea. Went to the backside, but
32-31. Mandan still with that 1-point lead. Here's Jablonski. Jablonski on the baseline. Frank turns. Nice little tough shot on the baseline. Is short.
He can't buy a hoop. Frank has not scored. He's been in double figures every game. 13, 18, 12, and 10. So part of me feels like he's going to find a way to get going. And to me, it's just post him up.
Yeah.
Post him up inside, and coach is going to take him out. He can see he's frustrated.
Well, he wanted to come out.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he said he grabbed his top. He said, "Take me out." Yeah.
Okay, that surprises me.
Brownotter comes in for him. Here's Kupfer down the left side, leans in, shot, scored, and he's fouled. Kupfer the hoop and the harm.
I mean, I don't see the number. How many times did we see Nick, his brother, do that? 2 strides down the side, and he was so good with that left-handed scoop to the hoop. Great finish.
And Muddengay's got 3 now.
Yep, Muddengay just 2 points. He's averaging 12 a game.
So Kupfer at the Servpro free throw line, and he converts.
9. Little switch of leads now.
34-32. Skip pass. Brownotter left wing fires for 3. Bingo.
Well, that stopped an 8-0 run, Scott. That was big for Brownotter. They needed that one.
TJ Brownotter answers the call on the other end. As he gets the new fashioned way.
Yep.
A long 3. 35-34. Braves back on top by 1. Knoll, they play catch. Duhee and Widener. Skip pass in the corner. Knoll. Knoll goes baseline, leans in on Muddengay. Oh, and that's going to be 4 on Muddengay.
And I mean, the Mandan faithful don't like that one, but to me, he was moving. He went down. He tried to cut him off on the baseline, and if he would have stood his ground, but he leaned in a little bit because there was a little bit of a opening for Knoll going to the baseline. That's going to be big. Well, he's taking him out.
Yep. And Knoll cannot convert.
Chase has missed 3 free throws in this basketball game. We said, I said it again, geez. They've missed 6 in the game. They're 4 for 10.
Riley Barristail comes in now for Muddengay.
Twin brother. You said Riley or Briley?
Riley.
Okay.
We're tied at 35 on the other end. Was that Brownotter?
Wide open underneath and a great pass from Sheldon.
37-35. Mandan by 2. High screen for Widener. He goes down the left side. Nothing there. Kellogg jabs right, loses it going left.
that's the shucks because Jablonski's so flipping quick, jumping in front of that.
Here's a poke away. Kellogg trying to get it out of Jablonski. Jablonski gathers, leans in, flips it up, drew contact, and he'll shoot 2.
The time it took him to grab the basketball outside the three-point line, take 3 dribbles and 4 quick steps right into the face of Kupfer. Kupfer didn't have a chance to adjust.
So Jabo at the Servpro free throw line.
Do you think they call him Jabo? They call him Tim. Did they call Tim Jabo and John Jabo?
Yeah.
No matter what, they're all
John Jabo and Tim Jabo.
Okay, the same thing. All right.
How about that, huh?
So how do you differentiate if they're all Jabos?
I don't know. 1 of 2. For Jablonski, Mandan by 3 at 38-35. Back with it comes Widener. Widener goes left in the lane, now reverses the dribble now to Derek in the ball game. Now to Widener. Widener, good D by Jablonski down the baseline. Tried to, too hard to Derek. But he's able to gather, 4 to shoot. Knoll better get one off. He does from 15. Oh, and he got it.
Great defense by Tri Frank, and Knoll just good recognition, understanding the shot clock is running down. He had to hit a high archer, Scott, and that brought rain.
38-37. Legacy trails by 1 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's a bump, and they're going to get Knoll. That'll be 3 on him. Reminder, we'll have our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game report. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom, and Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. We'll also have our Sport Clips MVP of the game and our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game.
Oh, Jablonski missed a wide open Mendenwald as he came around to cut on that out of bounds play. Jablonski saw it too, but just a hair too late. Knoll will come out.
They inbound it to Frank, who's back in the ball game now for Mandan. Skips it to Bear's Tail. That's Riley. Now to Medenwald. Now to Frank. Frank leans in. Oh, scored, and he's fouled. An off-balance shot by Frank.
What a quick move. He caught that on the pass, on the reversal, and he saw that Kupfer was just a little bit out of position. He just turned the jets on, turned the corner on Kupfer, and then slithered inside the other defender in Braxton Wergler before he was able to come in and get in front of him. So what a good place. That's what Frank needed right there. That's 3 now. We'll see if he can go from there. If you're a Brave fan, you like to see that.
41-37. Oh, and Falcon just throws it right at the scorer's table.
The rise ball. Coach Horner hasn't moved.
Yeah, he crosses his hands and goes, well, who is that to?
Jason looks good. He looks like he's been eating well and
he's
and working out. I mean, not eating well like me. I mean, eating well as in.
Oh, backdoor layup, Medenwald, good. And Jason Horner wants a timeout. It's a Hub International Insurance timeout on the floor. Contact your local Hub agent, Josh Cattell and Michael Borman at 355-3100 for your personal and business insurance needs. 12:20 to go in the ball game. Mandan 43, Legacy 37. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Jason Horner not pleased with that. Calls timeout. Back to live action we are as Derek as the Sabres have 15 to shoot. Kupfer operates, goes baseline. Falcon left corner 3, rolls off. Weak side rebound, Wergler. He tries to go out high to Widener, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Mandan's so good at anticipating these passing lanes between Braunotter and Jablonski and Frank and Mendenwald. They're just so good, just understanding where you're going to throw the basketball.
6-point lead for the Braves. Here's Kellogg, goes baseline on Frank. Offensive foul is going to be called on Jackson Kellogg.
It's a good job by Frank getting there and then not overselling it. Yep. You know what I mean? He didn't flop, he didn't fly back. They made contact and he just kind of drifted back and fell down, and the official made the call.
6th foul on the Sabres.
Just the first for Jackson, though.
43-37. Around the wheel they come. Jablonski to the Braves. Jablonski attacks, and he's going to be bumped on the way there, and that will be team foul number 7.
I was watching him. He squared up on that right wing. It's kind of right in front of us, and from here we could see a little bit of an opening, and I knew the burst was coming right there. There's no way that Jedediah Derrick was going to be able to get a chance to come down and close the gap quick enough.
Jablonski shooting the bonus.
You watch his first step, and until you're next to him and you're guarding him and realize, wow, that's really quick. I mean, you've got to get off him. I mean, let him shoot the 3. He's 2 for 17. I get he made a game winner last week, but look at the percentages. Get off him.
And he misses. He goes 1 of 2, does Jablonski. Quickly back the other way. Come the Sabres, 44-37.
It's 10-3 run for Mandan.
Wergler. There's Kupfer now to Wergler. Left wing Kellogg in the corner to Widener. Widener on the bounce. Sabres working around the perimeter. Right corner, shot fake by Derrick. Looked for short corner to, here's a left side 3. That one too strong for Widener. And a long rebound comes out to Kupfer. He hands off Kellogg. Kellogg's going to fire for 3. That one rolls off. Rebound to Braunotter.
That's a good look, though. I mean, it was got on the rebound, a wide open look. Nice handoff by Kupfer, but just a little flat. No, I think a little chip down underneath.
Yeah,
was it Derrick that got a little chip on Mendenwald? Mendenwald's coming along the baseline.
No, that was on Bearstail, actually. Riley Bearstail was the one that got chipped. It looked like he was
he was trying to go in the corner, right?
It looked like he was going to get knocked into the locker room.
Derrick.
So
can't get away with that one with 3 officials.
Nope. Servpro free throw line goes Riley Bearstail. Spins it, delivers it, and that one's too strong for Riley.
Riley and Riley twins.
44-37, 10:37 left to play. Oh, nice defense there by Bearstail as Wergler got caught in the air. All alone on the other end. Layup, Mendenwald's up and good.
Try Frank on a great rebound and a two-handed chest pass outlet to Mendenwald.
46-37. A 9-point lead now for the Braves. On the road against the Sabres. Nice pocket pass there to Kupfer. He gets it out to Derrick. Derrick tried to get back to Kupfer. Loose ball. Derrick gathers it. Boy, Legacy just looks all out of sorts right now.
It's because of the defense of Mandan.
Yep. And Derrick goes up strong. Oh, and he scores at the 10, does Derrick.
Just able to hang long enough. The defender's hands went down, and then he finished.
46-39 our score.
That stopped a 12-3 run. Sorry, Scott.
That's all right. Sheldon goes up and scores it with no problem there.
Right back at you.
48-39. On the BNC Bank scoreboard, 9:34 left to go. Here's Kupfer. Here's a left side 3. That one's short by Widener. Rebound Kupfer. Spin move off the window. Rolls, comes off short. And Frank the rebound. He's going to walk it up into the front court for the Braves. 48-39. Braunotter. Bearstail poked away. Bearstail runs it down. Now he gets it off to Frank. Frank, high right side to Sheldon. Sheldon attacks. No, nothing there. Now to Frank. Frank thought about it. 4 to shoot. 3 to shoot. Frank gets in the lane. Braunotter has to gather them. Oh, and he goes up and scores it. This TJ Braunotter. Nifty finger work there by the young sophomore.
Scott, he threw it up with two hands. The shot clock was running down. That is not how he normally shoots. He knew he had to just let it go. He took two hands and threw it at the basket.
Oh, left side three by Widener, in and out. Rebound comes down to Wergler, and he goes up and scores it. And we're going to have a Hubbard National Insurance timeout on the floor. Hub is a leading North American insurance brokerage. 8:33 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 50, Legacy 41. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
(50-41), another quick timeout by Jason Horner. Sabres trail by 9 at home against the number 2 team in the state of North Dakota. Here's Bearstail, teardrop in the lane, rolls over the front iron and goes in for Riley Bearstail.
Boy, athletic 6'1", got up in the air on that one, like you said. Little underhand shot.
Ooh,
his first bucket.
It's 52-41, my bad.
Yeah. Mandan, big lead, biggest of the game.
Yep, here's Derek in traffic. Falcon thought about it. Now, oh, there's Jablonski. You can't make that pass with him around.
No.
Jablonski runs in the front court, now slows it up. Here's Brown out under the cut. He can't handle it. Comes into the hands of Derek. Derek gets it off to Wergler. Wergler's going to walk it into the front court for the Sabres, as Sabres need a hoop desperately. Kupfer attacks off the window, short again. Knoll the rebound, flips it up. He's going to be, what are they going to say?
That's going to be fouled by Church. Are they going to call it on the ground? Can't be, because he caught it and went right back up with it. No, they're going to say on the ground.
Yeah.
As Knoll was good hustle, good athletic ability going up over the top of Church. Church even had him boxed out. But just the jump was a little late.
Yep. Try Frank comes back in the ball game. Here's Kellogg, operates in the lane, shot is short, Kupfer the rebound, turns and lays it up, does Lucas Kupfer.
This glides underneath the basket, turns, and he's got such good quick leaping ability. In double figures for Lucas with 11.
52-43. Sabres need a stop. Frank in the lane, nowhere to go. Slip through move, rolls off, battles for his own rebound, ball's loose, comes down to Falcon. Falcon up the right side, now finds Kellogg in the corner. Knoll, he's going to attack. Knoll flips one up, no good. Kupfer the rebound. We're going to get Frank on the bump, I do believe. Nope, that's going to be on.
They're going to call it on Bearstail.
Yeah, they are. I thought that was going to be Frank.
Where was that foul? That was on the shot. It was just a late whistle, right? Had to be.
Yep, that's Knoll.
He's the one that went hard at the 10, right at Bearstail. Official must have had the whistle locked in his mouth, or locked somewhere, not in his mouth.
Free throw is up and good by Knoll. Servpro free throw line. Servpro 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Servpro. Knoll will have another one. And he got them both.
8 points for Chase Knoll.
52-45. Here's Church in the paint. Finds Medenwald, left corner Jablonski. Top of the key. Church going to fire straight away three. Short, long rebound to Knoll. Tonight's game brought to you in part also by Pressrich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. They offer free consultations and financing options to make it easy to take your smile to the next level. Call them 852-2646 or visit mynotbraces.com today to get started with a free virtual consultation. Pressrich Orthodontics. Here's Knoll. Knoll in the paint, dumps baseline. Kupfer leans in, short. Rebound comes down to Jablonski. Boy, that's three he's missed from point blank range.
He's too quick. Gather it, go up, jump over the top of the defense. That's the athletic ability you have. Use it.
Jablonski off the skip pass. He's going to attack. Oh, quick move, layup good.
Jab step against Kupfer, and then the blow by to the baseline and the lean in.
54-45. Lead back to 9. Wergler controls up high for the Sabres. Now to Kellogg. Kellogg goes left, jump stop, leans in, hangs, scores.
That's a good move by Kellogg. Recognized the defense, got by him. Guy came across. I think it was Mendenwald came across, but a good no call by the official.
54-47. Now they go into a 1-2-2 to the Sabres. See, Mandan, and it's gathered by Mendenwald. Left side three by Frank is up and good.
Frank in the right spot. Mendenwald just underhand shovel pass to Frank, who was wide open, had the feet square.
Off the loose ball.
Yep.
Mandan thought they'd have a turnover, but Frank, right place, right time, gathers and goes up and scores 3. Kellogg straightaway 3 on the way, short. Rebound, Sheldon. Sheldon on the move, now wisely backs it up, and he's going to walk it in the front court with 5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Muddengay's hardly played in this game, and Mandan's still up by 10.
Yeah. Frank, Jablonski, and Knoll's going to get number 4, I do believe.
Yep.
Yes, he is. That'll be the 9th team foul on Legacy.
Now
so
he's getting them in. Heard me.
Yep, so Muddengay sat with those 4 personals. Frank will come down.
You know, Muddengay, same thing, hadn't done anything basically the entire basketball throughout the game, said it again, last week. And now with 5 minutes coming in, now he's got a chance to see can he make a difference? Can he hit some key shots? Can he play some good defense?
10-point lead for Mandan with Jablonski at the line to make it 11, and he does.
16 for Carson. 15's his average, so he's there. Only guy, no, he's not the only guy on double figures. His Brownouter's got 10.
58-47, 11-point lead.
Good crowd. We talked about that earlier, but man, they have not left.
No.
Now what's happened here? Is Kellogg's going to go? What has he got? His nose bleeding again, or lip bleeding again? That's where he got in the chops from a Carson Jablonski drive.
So
careful.
I can't tell you between the New Year's Eve game I did over here and tonight how many people. I'll bet you I counted 12 people that almost have done a face plant.
It's higher.
I know it is.
And I know they got yellow on it, but it's a higher step.
I know it is. And Jablonski's second one rolls off the iron.
He is 4 1-for-2s tonight.
Back come the Sabres. Around they wheel, they go to Knoll. Knoll looks, ball high over his head, goes in the corner to Cup from the right side. Now back to Derek. They move it around, attacking is Widener, left corner Knoll. He goes baseline, shot fake, fallback jumper, too strong, rebound to Sheldon.
One-handed rebound by Sheldon. Kellogg will check back in, I'm guessing, right away, right once the nose gets fixed.
Sheldon with the, and he threw it away.
He's struggling tonight too.
Yeah, he got caught in no man's land at Sheldon. Kupfer, jump stop, now goes Falcon, now he hands off to Widener. Here's Knoll. Knoll, nowhere to go, now gives it back to Derek. Derek, he turns, he's gonna fire for 3. Oh, that was 3/4 of the way down, came out.
That's a little bit flat.
That's about the third one in the second half that's happened for the Sabres.
Legacy needs a spark. The crowd is just not in it either. They need somebody in the crowd to get it going.
Jason Horner wants a timeout. It's a Hubbard International Insurance timeout on the floor. Call Hubbard International Insurance today for all your personal and business insurance needs. 3:49 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Mandan 58, Legacy 47. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
A reminder, we'll have our Sport Clips MVP of the game Sport Clips will keep you looking your best. Check in online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com, and also our Jobbers Moving and Storage. Move the game. They focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big picture. The efficient step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Here's Jablonski down the lane. Tough shot, contested, and it's short, and back come the Sabres in Kupfer. The left-hander brings it in the front court. Chuck, Legacy needs a hoop.
It's a big possession right here, Scott. I was thinking the exact same thing. Somebody's got to make a play.
And Widener trying to make that play, and he attacks, and he's going to be fouled on the drive. But that's only going to be the 5th team foul on Mandan.
Just shows how good a defense they've been playing, Scott, with only 5 team fouls, and they have played just suffocating defense this second half.
Brownouter gets called for the foul. They lob it in to Kupfer. Kupfer turns, goes baseline. Now he loses it. Poked away by Medenwald in the hands of Frank. Now to Jablonski. 3:20 left to go in the ball game. The Mandan Braves trying to stay undefeated on the road against the Sabres. Here's Muddengay in the right corner. He's going to fire for 3. That one too strong. Rebound to Frank. Nice pass. Muddengay, he gathers, nowhere to go. Now out high, Jablonski. Carson straightaway 3. Bingo.
I think he just pointed at me.
Yeah, he did. So what do you mean I can't shoot the 3?
Told me to leave me open in the 3. He's got 2 big 3s and back-to-back, a big one against Minot, and that was a big one. That might have been the let the air out of the sail right there.
The dagger might have been happened right there. 61-47. Jumper by Widener is up and good. His first point coming in averaging 15 points on the season. Actually, that's 5 for him.
They needed more than that. I mean, that was a good shot. That's a good spot for him to get in the lane, and needed more looks like that.
61-49 our score. 2:22 left to play. Mandan in control. Nice give and go pass there. I mean, they're going to get Kellogg on the hold.
You know, Frank is so good. The ball goes in the corner. He's not even looking at you. And then as a defender, and Jackson Kellogg that time just kind of lulled to sleep, and he kind of glanced over, and then when he looks, and boom, his guy right back behind him, whether it's Jablonski, Medenwald, I mean, they're all just kind of taught that so well on those backdoor cuts.
So to the line will be Rustin Medenwald. He's got 6 points on the night for the Mandan Braves. Boy, Chuck, I tell you right now, if you got to talk about a team that you didn't know what you were going to expect, the surprise team right now in the West region has got to be the Mandan Braves.
I mean, it is, but in the preseason they were number 5 in the West region, so you're right. And then they were not rated at all in the overall poll, so they are absolutely the surprise.
63-49. Now, granted, it's early. Here's a steal by Jablonski. Falcon, Jablonski end-to-end layup, and Kellogg can't get it.
He thought he had it timed too. Did you notice that?
Yes, I did.
He thought he had the block time, and he blinked, and all of a sudden he's right by him going, oh, I guess not.
Oh, here's Widener on the teardrop on the baseline.
Now Widener's heating up.
Widener, I should say. 65-51, a minute 50 to play. Sheldon, they break the press. On the other end, Sheldon lays it up and in.
And now there's overplaying Mandan, or Legacy is, and they're getting caught a little bit.
67-61.
Another steal.
Muddengay steals it. Muddengay, he goes up, rolls off, Knoll the rebound. Minute 27 to play. Here's Knoll. He's going to fire high-arcing 3, and he got it, did Chase Knoll.
Well, they need about 6 more of those if they want to get back in this game. Good shot by Knoll. 11 points for him.
67-54 on the other end. Back comes Jablonski. Jablonski on the bounce. Give and go. They give it, scored, and is fouled as Medenwald.
And they have just been absolutely killing Legacy on that. Those backdoor cuts. Kay Rice is leaving the house along with a lot of other people.
Yep, as a foul is going to go on Knoll. That's his 5th. So Medenwald makes it 69-54. Substitutions coming in. Sawyer Grubb comes in for Legacy. Braden Bloms comes in for Legacy. Also in is Sagasser for Legacy. Well, Bears Tail comes in for Mandan. That is Riley.
Well, that was the first run of the first half was the Mandan run, the 7-0 run. Then Legacy came back at an 8-0 run to take the lead in the second half. It was that next run, Scott, the 12-3 run of Mandan. You always say that. It's not the first or the second. It's
you want the third,
one.
baby.
Yep.
Here's Sagasser, hands off. Now they come up, Sawyer Grubb around the wheel they come to Derek. Now Sagasser, now back to Grubb. Grubb in the lane, kicks in the corner. Attacking and leaning in and scoring is Bloms.
Got to call a quick timeout to get a substitution for Mandan. I don't even have this guy in my book.
Well, and Zero's not on there either for Mandan.
Let's see the schedule here, Scotty. Here we got
0 and 22.
Well, you got 2 girls. That ain't going to help me.
Oh, did I? Sorry.
That's all right. I think I got one here.
That's Jace Johnson in there.
Here you go. You're not even on this one either.
Not on that one either, huh?
Nope. That's the one I have early on, unless it's one of these guys.
I guess we got to update it somehow, huh? Jumper on the right side is no good by Dylan Geiger. And Legacy's going to bounce it out, and the Mandan Braves are going to go on the road. And they are going to get a victory tonight here over the Legacy Sabres by a score of 69-56, as that will take us into our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game report, as we'll get that MVP of the game off there, and Chuck has made his way down to the floor. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom at Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. And I believe right now Chuck has the head coach of the Mandan Braves, Brandon Schaefer, and Carson Jablonski. Let's go courtside and Chuck. Chuck, take it away.
Thanks, Scott. That third run, 12-3. The Legacy came out the second half. They got ahead of you guys. You took a deep breath, and you responded big time.
Yeah, these guys are resilient, and very proud of how we responded to the run. That's what we talked about at halftime. This is a typical WDA basketball game, especially on the road. And we knew they were going to come for us the second half. And like I said, I don't think we scored for the first 2-3 minutes. They made 6-0 run, and we gathered ourselves and we started getting back to our brand of basketball.
For you, Coach, you guys weren't even rated before the preseason. You were ranked 5th in the West region. You're showing teams this year that you got a lot of great athletes in this basketball team.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I can't say enough how fun it is to coach this group. They come every day willing to do whatever we put forward for them. Today we had some different things that we haven't done all season defensively, and we executed. It was a lot of fun to see us challenge those guys defensively and just watch the kids respond.
And you're getting guys in foul trouble, some of your main players. Hudson gets in foul trouble, Muddengay gets in foul trouble, and you bring guys off the bench and they step up.
Yeah, Hudson, I told Hudson, hey, you're going to have a big second half for us. And, Briley Bearsell, TJ Brownotter, those guys have been phenomenal for us off the bench. Devin Church brought great energy for us. So it's nice to have some depth right now, and hopefully we continue to expand on that depth.
Great job, Coach. Keep the run going. Congratulations. Carson, she's getting congratulated by the fan club, the Carson fan club, and this is getting to be a habit here, you and I. Obviously, the leg's okay.
Yeah. Got Charlie Horse against Minot, J.R. Gunville. Absolutely destroyed me. Couldn't sleep after that and couldn't really walk, but took 6 ibuprofen, wrapped it up, and played.
Sometimes you come out, the adrenaline just gets going. And one thing I don't think people realize is they watch you and see how quick you are. But the speed you show on the floor, whether it's with the basketball or the backdoor cut, that is an absolute weapon.
Yeah, sometimes it's like I catch myself going too fast and then I go under the hoop too much. But yeah, people, they were expecting it too, but I think I just do a little move and then get over them and try. Try always hits me with a good pass. So.
Talk about that, the good pass, and I think that's one thing about this Mandan team. You're so unselfish, whether it's the skip passes, whether it's the backdoor cuts, and that's something you guys did so well tonight. Time and time again against Legacy.
Yeah, sometimes I think we're too unselfish. Like, I think that's our biggest weapon, that we're not afraid to pass. We all love to pass. We'd rather pass than score, so I think that's one of our biggest weapons.
You know, and tell me right now about the confidence that your team has right now. You beat Minot, and you come out tonight. Sometimes there could be letdowns after big wins like that, but you guys came out, and you just, the second half, just punched Legacy right in the face and didn't let them recover.
Yeah, before the game, we told ourselves, same thing happened in football. We were ranked number 2 or 1, and we were ranked 2 here, and we gotta be humble, and we can't just can't get in our head. And Legacy usually kicks our ass at home, so I think it's a good win here.
Talk to me about this headband. What's the story with the headband?
You know, freshman year, whipped it out. My hair was a little long, and then I kept going like this, getting the hair on my eyes, and yeah, they called me the headband killer. So
got to keep it going.
Yeah,
right?
Oh yeah.
Gotta keep rocking the headband. Congratulations, great job.
Well, there you have it. The headband killer is victorious here. As we have that.
Good job. Congratulations.
Final score bug on there as 69-56. The Legacy, or the Mandan Braves, win this one here from Jim Hausler Gymnasium. Our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroad postgame report rolls on with more after this timeout.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Oh, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
It's time for the Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Now for a look at game stats and analysis. Let's go to the postgame show.
Welcome back to our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame report. Final score in this one, Mandan wins it on the road 69-56 over the Legacy Sabres. For a look at the final game numbers, here's Chuck Clairmont.
All right, thanks, Scott. For Legacy, 3 guys in double figures. Chase Cano had 11, as did Lucas Kupfer, and then 10 for Jackson Kellogg. 7 for Brandon Widener. 7 as well for Jedediah Derrick. 6 for Parker Falcon, then 2 each for Braxton Wergler and Braden Bloms for their total of 56. Ooh, I almost took a header right there. I've not been eating hardly today. Did you see that?
Yeah, I was like,
I haven't drank anything either.
Don't ask me to get you up.
Wowie. Is that a fat joke? Or
no,
what
it's
that?
not at all.
That was for their 56. For the Mandan Braves, they score 69. They break it down this way. 21 for Carson Jablonski, 11 the first half, 10 the second half. 12 for Rustin Medenwald, 10 for TJ Brownhofer, Otter off the bench. Hudson Sheldon had 8, and he was in foul trouble. 6 for Tri Frank, but he did way more than just score points tonight. Matt Muddengay had 2 points. He had 4 personal fouls. Briley Bearstill had 5. Riley, twin brother, had 2. and Devin Church had 3 for their total of 69. They were down 26-24. So you look at that. They outscored them 45-28 the rest of the way, and it was a 7-0 run at the end of the half that got them up 31-26. And Legacy went ahead. Actually, they had an 8-0 run to start the second half. They go up 34-32. Then Mandan comes right back with that third run, Scott, that you talked so much about, and they got up after that 12-3 run before Legacy scored, and then they just kind of kept striding in, and just an impressive victory and a great defensive effort by this Mandan Brave team as they win 69-56.
Yeah, not easy to win on the road in the WDA, but Mandan did that tonight. It's now time to give out our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you move across town or across the country with locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Chuck, your move of the game?
I got it in the first half. It was a 1:29 left. Carson got that steal about the free throw line.
Yep.
And whoop, he hit the turbo button, and he went by all the defenders, including one Jackson Kellogg, that was standing in disbelief as he blew by him and then coasted in for the layup. And that was kind of one of those points that finished the first half on a great run, and then just kind of led him into the second half. So I hate to give it to too many, to Carson kind of get everything, but man, that was one to me that just absolutely stood out. There was another one a little later on where Tri Frank, I love the outlet, the two-handed big, huge time outlet to hit a guy going for the layup, and that was another close one. So let's give it a try, Frank. I like the outlet pass. We're already going to give something later on to Carson. So it's the big outlet, and the finish by Rustin Medenwald was our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game.
There you have it. And then now we will give out our Sport Clips MVP of the game. The Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. The Sport Clips is the home of the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to make you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Tonight's Sport Clips game MVP is Chuck.
How do you not go to Carson
Jablonski?
21 points. He had how many steals tonight? I'm sure he had 5, which is about his season average. And just an impressive game for this young man that he shows, I am not just a football player. I'm not a bad basketball player either. So 21 points for Carson Jablonski. He's our Sport Clips MVP of the game.
Well, there you have it. Give you a look at the upcoming schedule here on the PSP Network. Lots of action tomorrow, all day long up in Minot. It's girls hockey at 1 o'clock. The Bruins in Minot High, and then that'll be followed by Minot High girls basketball. Bismarck High at home or up on the road to take on Minot, and then it'll be Davies and Minot in boys hockey. You can see all of that on the PSP Network. Hey, we want to thank, that's going to do it for us here tonight from Jim Hausler Gymnasium. Want to thank all of our sponsors, BNC National Bank, Shields, Hub International Insurance, Servpro, also Planet Pizza, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, UPS Store, Jersey Mike's, Pressrich Orthodontics, Northern Plains Heating and Air, Premier Chiropractic, also to Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, and Jobbers Moving and Storage. Repeating our final scores here tonight. In the girls' side, Legacy wins it 72-31. On the boys' side, Mandan reverses it and wins it 69-56. Big thanks goes out to Brandon Beater back in the studios of the PSP Network, also to John Haugen for his coverage tonight on the camera. Repeating our final score here in the boys' game, Mandan 69, Legacy 56. For Chuck Clairmont, Scott Woodmansee saying so long from from Jim Hausler Gymnasium.
Ackerman-Estvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh? Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.